Biafra.
Restoration project is on course. It remains. There is is only one indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever.
Ego, Gabo enough. They share their possessions.
Project is on course. It remains sacrosanct. It is irreversible, and no amount of force can dampen nor quench the ingenuity and the resilience of the indomitable Biafran spirit.
Yes, sir. Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are all over the world. As always, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station. Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station is referred to as the child of circumstance. It is being powered by the de facto customary government of Biafra land, of course in collaboration with the Biafra Nation, Alliance Family, and many other pro-Biafran groups who understand the need while all hands must be on deck in a time like this to ensure total emancipation of the Biafran people economically, religiously, or otherwise. This radio station is being anchored by Diokpa Uche Okafor Mefo. Diokpa Uche Okafor Mefo tonight, I must remind us that he is the director of Biafra Nation Alliance Family. And he is in charge of information and communication as far as the Biafran de facto customary government is concerned. He is one man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Very gentle, very humble, full with wisdom, patient, resilience, and then you can give every attribute of righteous men to him. And so tonight I especially say, Diokpa Uche Okafor Mefo, I thank you. Biafran people, we thank you. Of course, Diokpa Uche Okafor Mefo is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. By the special grace of the Almighty Creator, I remain George Onyibe. I hail from Agbo. Agbo is in Anioma province. Anioma province is in Delta State. And every piece of land in Delta State, I will assure you, is Biafra land. I move on to acknowledge members of the de facto customary government, headed by Alhaji Asare Dokubo, the man who at a point in his life saw injustice and recognized it. He played his role and he still keep playing. He is deputized by Rita and Ebogo. You have people like Mazi Uchenna Shebu in charge of Homeland Affairs. You have numerous people like wonderful Ike Nawanonini. These are humble men who in time past were almost character assassinated by Nnamdi Kanu. You have Dr. Ngokinko. You have Dr. Okado. You have Uzurumba. You have Okwiongoka. Can I go on without mentioning Daddy in the Lord Mass Obienu? Numerous people who go on. If I didn't pronounce it well, pardon me, I don't know what is wrong with my speech. So many of you, men and women of goodwill, standing out there for the truth, for the people of Biafra, for the sake of the next generation. Chinonso, the spokesperson. Chimezierada, the spokesperson for Biafra Nation Alliance Family. Mbadike Ezekwesele. Udo Willie, Odo Gini, Okomoko Mazipolo Kenkwo, Agongwani Ada Biafra. These are men and women of Caterpillar and Budeza. Yes, men of excellent reputation and sentimentally regard. Not men of iniquity who do not have shame. I acknowledge all of you tonight. And of course, I must acknowledge the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. haven't given it a clear thought about their mode of operation, about their ways of reasoning. It is therefore not advisable that you call the zombies led by Nnamdi Kanu as indigenous people of Biafra, because they know nothing of honor, they know nothing of dignity, and as such should not be referred to. They are not. The character they exhibit on daily basis have no root when you consider the aborigine statues. They know nothing about honor. They know nothing about pride. They know nothing about dignity. Majority of them are on my platform already. All they know how to do is to curse and insult. They are the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. They learned that from their master. Acknowledge you, and your numbers are few on my platform this evening. You have to call others. Tell them I am on. Come and yap. Because eventually your presence on my platform has become inspiration in other ways that drives me. I love it when I see you yap on my platform. The world already know Nnamdi Kanu is no longer normal. They know he made a lot of zombie followers. People who can't reason very properly. He desperately, almost character assassinated sincere and honorable men and women. He made you put your money on something that has, in fact, destroyed our generation further. But the world are spectators. They are watching all of us. They know the role everyone is playing, and it's just a matter of time. I got more result. I must, at this moment, acknowledge the Creator, Chukwu Okike Abiama, who has set men and women on the path of sincerity, who has opened our eyes to see the truth this day. For if this is what we are assigned to do, and then we will do it vigorously, we will do it effortlessly, because by nature we are progressive-minded individuals. We truly are not biased with anybody. And then I say to him, Ibuchukwu boge madwe, Ibuchukwu boge madwe, agbanwe, Ibuchukwu obinigwe, Ibuchimehe, Ibuchukwu boge madwe. Ibuchukwu onye na-agwọ ọrịa mo analego. Ibuchukwu onye na-echi ikpe ziri ezi, akpata na-eku nwa o. Ibuchukwu obinigwe, Ibuchimehe, Ibuchukwu boge madwe. He said. And of course, this evening, without wasting much of our time, we will go to the topic I simply titled, The Issue Surrounding the Arrest of Nnamdi Kanu. Most of you think it's not of any concern to us. It is. One of our misguided, criminal-minded brother. Nnamdi Kanu is our brother. We treat everyone accordingly. He developed a level of madness symptom, and then we cure mad people. We are curing him. He shall be delivered. Don't worry. Like I said, our topic this evening is simply titled, The Issue Surrounding the Arrest of Nnamdi Kanu. But before I proceed, I want to go back to one of the message comments that was dropped on my YouTube page by a Yoruba brother supposedly. He was not very polite, but he diplomatically responded to my broadcast. And he said, my brother, please, go and study the history of Yorubas before you come here telling us that the Igbos built Yoruba land. We have been here for long, and nobody built our city for us. I feel he was polite. I was touched, honestly. And I said I will first of all respond to the issue in my broadcast this evening. My Yoruba brother, according to Nnamdi Kanu, who dropped that comment, let me tell you something. The founding father of the Oduduwa nation, I do not know who these people are. I do not know what fuels them, but I see resilience. I see determination. I see the spirit of focus. I see people who saw tomorrow, because everything they did from time immemorial, it's amazing. My Yoruba brother who dropped that comment, I must remind you this evening. I practically understand that Ibadan is one of the most developed cities in Africa. You look at the first man to ride a motor car, that should be Felani Wokuti's mother. The Yorubas has been able to exhibit level of development and advancement even before the first colonial master, whether from the Portuguese, from the Romans, from the Europeans, stepped their foot in Africa. Yes, they have a legacy anybody could be proud of. That was the generation before yours. They built their city. It's amazing for you to know tonight that from the very moment slave trade started, when brothers begin to sell their brothers, God know what, Badagry was a very massive market for slave merchandise. Yoruba people were sold and scattered across the globe. But do you know the Yoruba have record of almost 80% accuracy to how many Yorubas that were sold into slave? Only advanced people could have such record. Only developed people could have such record. I give it to the Yoruba nation. But not these ones in Nigeria. Not those of you that I know today. Because you soon has lost what your fathers believed in. The oil money coming from my region has blinded your reasoning. You people have not built any. I do not say this to undermine you, but that you people might retrace your footstep and go back to see who your fathers were. Awolowo may be castigated today, but he stand out uniquely before the global community, because in his time, he could stand before any king or queen. He could stand within any educated person, if in fact he didn't have access to be exposed such way. You think we do not know the exploit of Ulunshu Inca, things they did in their time, but today, how have you people reduced yourself so low, supporting the government of one Nigeria, the Fulanis to undermine, including yourself, the right, inalienable right of the people of trapped in this contraction called Nigeria. The Yoruba must tell you tonight or remind you that you people are responsible why the Fulani oligarchy is almost enslaving everybody. Do you think we don't know the number of Yorubas who work in Shell even without qualification? Do you think we do not know the role being played by Adenuga or any other influential Yoruba? We all know all these things. We know genuine men like Fela. We know everything that we thought. I do not know why you people become lazy anyway. And so somewhere along the line, for the sake of continuous stealing, for the sake of borrowing, for the sake of money laundering, all of you king, one Nigeria lawa, and one Nigeria lele you, and one Nigeria lawa. What is your problem? And so I never underestimate the founding father of the Yoruba. And if this generation of Yoruba do not retrace their step and understand that they cannot continually feed on the misery of our people, brother, what is coming? Even idiot KANU has no idea. He just saw himself on a platform. He saw people clapping for him. He lost his mind. So, with due respect, brother, I mean the Yoruba of today, not of yesterday. All we have now is storytellers. From General Gundikbe, who had the opportunity to take over the affair of this nation. What did he do? He ran to London. I will stop there tonight. So, you see, we know the history already. We are properly informed. But we do not judge people based on assumption, because assumption does not have legal backup in the law court. And now we go back to our topic this evening. And of course, people who understand our position and the need for us to be liberated, who are indirectly or directly giving their support, I welcome you once again. The issue surrounding the arrest of Nnamdi KANU. We are yet to fully respond to gossips going on around about the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu. Because we strongly believe that there is more beneath that the eye can see. We are yet to respond to the supposedly arrest of Nnamdi Kanu. Because ordinarily, we say everything we mean and we mean everything we say. There is no need of trying to live by propaganda and blackmail, which eventually have become one of the most important characteristics of the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. And so we watch. We are conducting forensic investigation regarding those issues. We know there is more beneath that the eye can see. Some time ago, noble men called Nnamdi Kanu as a leader, truly nominated, with the hope and faith that he was a moral man. And said, we need a weapon to defend ourselves from the Marudians, not for war. Ojukwu, when police action was brought against them in the east, they fought with firewood. And come to think about it, children under 13 years, 12 years, they didn't have access to machete, not to talk of gun. And so they fought with cutlass, firewood. And it's important we learn from there. The moment billions was handed over to Nnamdi Kanu, the next cock and bull story, oh, they arrested Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria, but he was supposed to be there. Different stories start coming up. Diokpa Uchuka from Efo was the deputy. And all of them, every member of the COC or DOS, as the case may be, Clifford Iluanya, Uche Nasiebu. Of course, under the directives of Mazi Uchuka from Efo, all of them began to deploy strategy. They didn't rest. We were here. There are some people you never heard, or you have even forgotten them. Some people say, our money in this thing. We put our blood in this thing. How many of you have wondered, where is Ahame Fula? Where is gifted gift? Where is gifted gift? One day we will tell you the rules such people play for us to see where they dump on Nnamdi Kanu before he was moved to Kuje prison. She was almost raped by one of Nnamdi Kanu relatives. Messed up and blackmailed as usual. They couldn't stand blackmail, so she just went underground. She's not dead, she's alive. All these people and many more. I keep calling them because these were men who know what they came for, not all these gossipers, miscreants, original one, reciprocants, causing hulo value everywhere. Is shameful. Very disgusting set of people. They work very hard. And then all of a sudden, the enemy came as usual. When men sleep. They planted a seed of discourse between the member of this board of directorates. And then we have some issues. But then Mazi Mefo understood that in a time like that, the position of Nnamdi Kanu must be protected by all costs. Today everybody know the truth. That somebody was actually playing among them. And I thank God for the spirit and the team who were responsible for reconciliation. Even though the healing takes process, but we will get there. But Mazi Mefo has just one thing to say. Nobody will remove Nnamdi Kanu, and I stamp it until it comes out. Otherwise, he called everybody a bluff. I do not talk to him much then, but I observe him as a distance. At least he's not an ambitious individual. He's not trying to be what he is not. He's just a... And things happened. Processes were initiated. A lot of things happened. I begin to respect the strength and the character of Mazi Uchuka from Efo. When I see things going wrong and everybody say he's the one, he does not try to defend himself, but rather he put his energy to remedying the situation. And then I saw a leader in him and I developed faith. But that having been said, when NNAMDI KANU came out, we knew people after his life. We looked very closely and we saw that most of his supposedly trusted allies, they want him down. We couldn't tell him. The more you try to tell him, the more he calls you the saboteur. Few people wondered what NNAMDI KANU told Akowara to do, and Akowara refused, and then NNAMDI KANU handed him over to the Nigerian state. We never tell on how it they happen. We will get there. Have you asked about somebody known as Ogaranya Obiadiocha? All these people knew the truth. That all those people you are seeing, all of them, hey, NNAMDI KANU is another savior. They're looking for how to bring that guy down. But the guy is an idiot. He will not, he doesn't know yet. I mean, NNAMDI KANU is an idiot. He doesn't know yet. He's the kind of person, he's a monkey. The moment he jumps to this branch and get the banana, if he turns around and see another banana in another tree, he leaps up from there. It's unfortunate. All the people who stood their ground, all the people who fought for him in and out of prison, he betrayed all of them. Do you know Chidebere has to naked in Kuje prison to swear before NNAMDI KANU that he did not betray NNAMDI KANU? And all his pleading, all his swear fall on deaf ear. You know, they tell you they are saboteur, we will kill the saboteur, we will destroy them. The thunder that will fire those of you indigenous people of NNAMDI KANU, you are chewing more than you can swallow. Because under our watch, you have no idea what is coming. And at the end of the day, NNAMDI KANU was released. Must remind you tonight that I was the one who risked my life to attend one of the meetings that is organized by 99.9% socio-cultural organization that we have in Biafra land. All of them met in Enugu. They gave us the award. We had an agreement. We agreed on what to do. And on my way back from that meeting, I was set up, arrested by the DSS. What I went through there is another encounter. But we know the truth. And immediately NNAMDI KANU came. He betrayed everybody. He spied on all of them. And for the sake of security, for the sake of trust, for the sake of confidentiality, I will not say most things now. I'm praying for one day NNAMDI KANU will come and say, hey, Judge Onyibe, is this one, is this one? And then, how I came out is a miracle. They never believe I will come out because they did their plan for me very well. But then there is a power that shapes our way. And then having been able to blackmail everybody, I spare you, baboons and monkey, chickens in the cage, you are castigated, you are rusticated, only him. He is the judge, he is the lawyer, he is the magistrate, he is the prosecutor, he is everything. Our life was almost practically built in his palm, in his hand. He controlled us, not because he can, not because he could, but because we allowed him. Obidi was frustrated. All of you in America were used against each other. Look at Josephine Erewa. I am the reason you are still in IPOB. Today you allowed yourself, as old as you are, to be used. It's a shame anyway. Nazi Obidi. stood his ground. Dr. Okado, and the host numerous others. Some of them are men of few words, but it was not easy. Having found out the truth, that Nnamdi Kanu practically was not looking for Biafra. He wants fame and glory. He has money and he's gotten all of them. I decide to apply wisdom to my reasoning. And I begin to watch them. And I discovered that the moment you know the truth, the moment you are moral, the moment you confront this man with his obnoxious attitudes, he calls you a saboteur. And all of you are clapping. Hey, the saboteur, hey, saboteur, hey, we didn't know, hey. Ekuremadu saboteur, hey, Willie Obiano saboteur, hey, everybody saboteur, hey, George Onyibe saboteur. And now I'm the chairman of all of them. Kimezi. And finally, he came for me and Uchemefo. December was actually the day they placed to crucify me and Uchemefo. And they tell you, can't you see our Radio Biafra? He's speaking a Nigerian program and our leader is broadcasting. And all of you are shouting. You don't even know how we function. And look at some comment people make. As they arrest our leader is with this thing. Our leader is this one. You people know nothing about it. In most cases, there were time Radio Biafra itself, the master software was handed over to me, George Onyibe. And maybe it will surprise Mazime for this evening because he don't know I know. You know, the other idiot in UK, Solomon Egbu, say I'm a village champion. My system was being hacked continually. And Mazime knew this could not have been possible except there are more advanced hackers tampering with my system. And so they decide to give me the Obunigwe, which is almost practically impossible for anybody to hack. But I perceived he must have discussed with Nnamdi Kanu before giving it. He only said, I need you to protect this thing. I hope I can trust you. And I just answered casually. When this issue began to start, the first thing Nnamdi Kanu did was to retrieve it. Major Former, they were jumping up and they changed the, what do you call it, the password severally, locking me and Uchemefo out of it. But you people didn't care for the truth. You never come to fight for our freedom. You are just following one babu who calls others babu. We were supposed to be the sacrificial lamb, the testimonial that we prevented Biafra from coming. And so when I wrote my appreciation letter after having been sacked from Biafra, I told you I was going to respond. In Biafran competent court jurisdiction, and that is Ife Luhua of Nnamdi promise. Everything I said I will do, I kept to my word. And so, having displaced everybody, you have people who cannot reason properly. The only person who can reason properly, or the only people who can reason properly, they are criminals. Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal himself, but he surrounds himself with criminal. Now, let me tell you what I mean. Adolf Hitler has a testimony before the global community, the whole world. Some say he's a tyrant, but then a tyrant, millions were ready to die for him. And in one of his interviews, he was asked, how do you manage to control everybody? He said, the secret is simple. Show a soldier that you will die for them. They will die defending you with their life. I would not want to believe that the journey Adolf Hitler embarked on was actually a total annihilation of all. There were other sides of the stories which do not sell for reason best known to them anyway. So being a criminal does not mean that all criminals are criminal. Go and look at your colonial masters. They give you fairy tales, lovely story of Robin Sherwood. Robin Sherwood is a criminal and should be considered as a criminal. But his own criminality now have grade. If Nnamdi Kanu as a criminal has added grade and regard for people around him, he would have been considered as a Robin Sherwood. And then he's a criminal. It is almost impossible for anybody to castigate or criticize him. Because whatever they do, they did it for the sake of people. And then cannot surround himself with these people. China Sanwo-Olu, the bull's eyes. He's the one who decides who live, who die. He start listening to gossip. I made a post then, and I said, you arrogate the power of God to yourself. You decide who live and who die. And I said so many other things there. Go to my Facebook page, even though I'm on suspension, but it's still there. Hadn't reading it, he came on air. Nnamdi Kanu came on air. That is what led him to start talking that rubbish. Yes, I am God. Check the day he made that broadcast. A day before he made that broadcast was the day I made that post. That statement he used. Because China Sanwo-Olu, Azaya Oba, another criminal in the name of DOS. He said, this thing, he see Onyibe is talking to. He said, but they talked to another person before. Was I talking to another person? And so out of envy, out of hatred, that he cannot get hold of me. His assassin cannot kill me. His setup in the Nigerian system cannot get to me. And then he come. Yes, I am God. Look at the damage that little statement has caused. The same way all these ulobalo you people are causing is going to be this way. I would have called and bring in somebody in the course of this program. One of the volunteers from our local government in Benue State, the Igbo-speaking Benue people, who now the Kanu initiated into ESN. Now they have abandoned him. He want to come on this radio and tell you people what is happening. Everybody have abandoned him. But let me not digress further. And so finally, Nnamdi Kanu, Nenayanya, China Sanwo-Olu, Kanunta Kanu, Emmanuel Fineboy Kanu, a host of other minor elements who are hiding. Of course, Barrister Jofor, the chairman of them all now. They kept quiet. They start planning. They start putting people under oath rapidly. And so Abenokpabe controls the brain of the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. But I have asked them to come forward for deliverance and their life will be made whole. Maybe they need more time. And just like we are saying, all of a sudden, he was broadcasting. He gave 14 days ultimatum. Nothing happened. He introduced unknown gunmen. Nothing happened. He formed alliance with Ambazonia. Nothing happened. He became excellency, Akoye excellency. Start granting interview. Nothing happened. He entered fashion parade and talent display. Nothing happened. He ordered all of you to go to the bush. Nothing happened. He invited even foreign mercenary, ravaged the land, robbed the bank, rape our women, used some little girls for fortification ritual, and so on and so forth. Nothing happened. And then finally, he said 150 days, we are going to read Psalm. Oge meme buoge umuchuku jangwilio. Oge meme buoge umuchuku jangwilio. Imakwane kwenso abatago ogbagara bata. Onye neme meme o yakpo Chineke kobia o. Oge meme buoge o mu Biafra je nwangwilio. Asimoge meme buoge umuchuku Ndi zombia batago ogbagara bata. Onye na-eme mmemme o ya kpọ Chineke ka ọ bịa o. They call her. He gave you 150 days. And in that 155 days counting, he disappeared. Nnamdi Kanu disappeared. And then he took another 10 days. And then we begin to hear Nigerian has arrested Nnamdi Kanu from a unknown location. He is currently in Nigeria. And then here in Nigeria, he is going to be tried before the competent court jurisdiction, which we know is a lie. Yes. Pictures start emerging. Picture of Nnamdi Kanu looking like a kwashoko. Start emerging. Intimidated. No more spirit in him. Pastors begin to give prophecy. People begin to analyze. He was caught with a woman. He went to collect money. Different cock and bull story. To top it all of a sudden, Nigerians said they brought him to court. All we were seeing is kangaroo court. Yes, I just saw Nnamdi Kanu now. He was in DSS motor. He spoke well. He was putting on black. They handcuffed him. He's okay. These are stories, fairy tales. So where did they bring him into the court? Is it not the Federal High Court? A very porous court building like that. And then all these international journalists, you couldn't even have a glimpse of him till today. To tamp it all this atrocity, his lawyer came. Yes, I have talked to my client. He is well. Only that was anyo. Also, Nnamdi Kanu na anyo. Mana imana wati for former ona anyuzi. He saw him, only him. Such a high-profile individual, even though he turned rogue, you can't go and tell us you didn't see him. I have access to a video eyeglass. I have access to a camera pen, a camera wristwatch, a camera button. I think some of you bought it for our sister, late Chimobi, and she gave me some of them. We can enter anywhere, record anything, video or otherwise. Those are some of the things that aided late Chimobi Okafor. Lady Umenwa Waka Waka Biafra, Ada Biafra. She gave me some, I have it. If as poor as I am, financially speaking and to your own understanding, I have access to those things. Are you telling me Barrister Joshua, sitting on the billions of the blood people of Biafra, they cannot have access to those things? And they are trying to deceive him. We are seeing him, he is well. Yes, we know he's well, but there is more beneath that the eye can see. I can hate Nnamdi Kanu, I can talk to him, I can expose him. But if those greedy people around him want to sell him, kill him for that money, we will not allow you people to do that. It is enough. Nobody will be allowed to sell the next generation. It is enough. Even the worst Biafran citizen cannot be murdered by anybody. That is why when Nnamdi Kanu is shouting, hey, we're going to kill saboteur, but he is a saboteur to many of us. We will make sure there is room for fairness, justice, and equity. And those of you planning to kill Nnamdi Kanu, you have to get ready. Because this is one thing, you will not even succeed. And so, after all this cock and bull story, what else? Why I consider them cock and bull story is because the method Nnamdi Kanu was being arrested, repatriated to Nigeria, Kenya and Brazil. Some have claimed that he's in the UK. And then all of a sudden he was arraigned before a kangaroo court in Nigeria. It looks like a fairy tale to me. Except there is something we are not telling ourselves. But then I noticed the leadership of IPOB were very comfortable. As if the illegal arrest of Nnamdi Kanu means nothing to them. This placed most of the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu under pressure, and some of them that loved him took to the Facebook to accuse the head of the DOS and a member of the Directorate of State led by Chike Doziem and co. Don't you get it? They arrested Julio Nnamdi Kanu supposedly. And all of them were calm. And people were saying, these people say something. Everybody kept quiet. Internal arrangement was going on. And when they want to come out and talk about him as if he was just nobody. If you consider him as a leader, you are half of what he is. But he's not my leader. Look at how you treated your leader during the time of Mazimefo. From that moment, we knew Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. The Wikipedia as well as Encyclopedia, they have record. They couldn't rest. We type his name when he was in the prison till it is recognized by the Wikipedia. Everybody has to talk. This is not propaganda. This is the truth. And finally, maybe people begin to tell Chika, go and talk now. You cannot just abandon now. Chika now come and say, yes, we are going to do something. Well, don't worry. Our leader is fine. We will do something. Does he know what to do? Now the Kanu surround himself with buffoons he can easily use and dump. Is that not suspicious? You think if he was stupid, even though she is, for making that broadcast and accusing member of the DOS to have true knowledge of what happened to Nnamdi Kanu? IPOB now, instead of them to concentrate on how to save Nnamdi Kanu, at least let him come out. Then you join what are they doing? They are busy carrying fake news. But by now they should know propaganda has lost its weight under our watch. Hey, we will beat Kenya. We are reverting in Kenya. We are doing this in Kenya. Only misguided zombies think that way. These are international politics. Kenya is a sovereign nation. Ordinary Fulani people that are less than 8% of Nigeria has shown us here. They make us feed from our anus in Nigeria. You can't do anything. You are threatening another sovereign nation. The people of Kenya must understand that very rubbish threat against your country is not coming from the true indigenous people of Biafra. Those are indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. See anybody threatening you? You see anybody in anywhere protesting, Kenya, give us our leader. These are zombies and morons. They are not normal. They are the one who betrayed their brother. They know where he was. He didn't make call. His wife does not know. His new loving secretary in America don't know. His warrior brothers did not know. His trusted in Nayanya, head of finance, did not know. Nobody knew until Nigerian told us. Don't you think Nigeria needs some accolade? Criminals everywhere. And then the misguided zombies are saying, hey, we are going to fight Kenya. Kenya, stay put. Nothing do you. You didn't betray Nnamdi Kanu. What was he doing there? He asked us to run inside the bush. Rather, his followers to run inside the bush. Inside this rainy season. And he's wearing designer. 1 million naira, jumping up and down. It's unfortunate. Have you ever wondered why they were so reluctant to tell you? Now they cannot have two cases to face. One of them, it is not him that is the trier, but the people of Biafra. And the other one, he must answer for his insolence, and we disassociate ourselves from him. Kill police, shoot army, destroy them, we disassociate. I disassociate from him. And every nobleman will do that. But anybody tells him why agitate, why talk about secession, separatists, agitation, all those concocted names you give to us, it is the people of Biafra that is on trial, and we will stand our ground to the end. We will fight with him outside him. But tonight, I just want to tell you, indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu, the only zombies left in Africa. Are you not ashamed how your supreme leader was adopted and all of you are quiet? Only thing you know how to do, only thing Chinasa can do is to come to Facebook. No brain again and insult people. Are you not ashamed? Now what they are doing now is they will now tell you, please, if you support, let us shut down Biafra land on 26. Please indicate. You know the shame that they threw corn for now. Now so we they do them before. Now they can onye jiwi hanyu on your white can. Onye jiwi hanyu on your white can. You don't do meeting any longer. You don't carry Biafra flag. So where are those symbols of unity? Where are those things that attract us? Where are those magnetic events that would have brought everybody together? We work very hard to create one impenetrable unit, forcing a massive equation of Biafran people from across the globe. That when we speak with one voice. When we act as a unit. And now he destroyed practically almost everything. Now you're begging me, your opinion, no, don't you think we can go and protest for where? Sometimes if I say I like Nigerian army and police, some of you will not understand. Go and protest now. You people be doing music in foreign land. That is what you will ever do. More than people, 80% of the people he used for known gunmen and ESM, they have abandoned all of them. Raise another zombie now to go and protest for you. If you want to be alive, if you stand for truth, fairness, justice, equity, if you believe it is your right to fight for your freedom, you do no such thing. Because they are going to pay some people. And you are going to follow those people who have been paid. And you will think all of you are the same. No, those people are working for their money. TK Doziem, China Sanguru, are they not supposed to come online and encourage the Biafran people, telling them the activities going on daily basis? But I know they are inside looking for how to divide the money. In less than 24 hours, they have started selling personality within the hierarchy and spectators of the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu, who will be the next leader. Some of them have started saying, oh, Simeon Ekpa. The other one say, no, it is the DOS, Chike Doziem. Less than 24 hours of Nnamdi Kanu supposedly arrested by the Nigerian state. Now, ask yourself a question if you must be reasonable. Who are those people canvassing already for Simeon Ekpa to be a deputy leader? Can't you people read something there? We have been following the trend of Simeon Ekpa right from day one. He arrested IPOB family in Finland. He refused to take in Nnamdi Kanu oath. He practically violated every principle that governs IPOB. And then all of a sudden, those of you in Biafra land who went to Abenokpabe, who put your blood in this thing to go through it, you praise a criminal till tomorrow is not under oath. All of a sudden he's telling you now he's broadcasting radio Biafra, but will call me. What concern me with him? The Igbo can choose to be betraying themselves for all I care. But in our own generation, we will tell all of you the truth. And so some people immediately have started creeping. And now the Kanu is not here. We have to project Simeon Ekpa. And they are doing that already. Our man, they are selling personality. He read law in Hungover University. He studied mechanism in Morovia University. He is a counselor in the United Kingdom. He is a husband without a wife. Yes, he is a very soldier man who can shoot AK-47. Hey, he's a very this one. You people don't have sense. Go and learn from those who have come before. That is an issue that is not supposed to be discussed. It's called for suspicion. If you are Nnamdi Kanu, genuine fan, true brother, you mean him well, watch out all these people around him. They will be the people that will kill him. A man has not even died. You people are doing his obituary while he's still on drip. Nnamdi Kanu is not dead yet. So why it's fixing date for his obituary? And these are people who come to talk to me. People without moral, void of reasoning. I'm talking to indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu, aka IPOB. Those of you who are genuine. Watch out. Those people telling, oh, Chike Dezia is the next. Let us appoint a Simeon Ekpa. Nnamdi Kanu. They have started dragging it. Does that not call for suspicion? Even though Kanu was saying Buhari is dead, Buhari is dead. Even though Buhari is dead, even Osibanjo will not subscribe to it. To talk of any other meaningful Nigeria or well-meaning Nigeria. But look at us who are holy, righteous, all-knowing. Ordinary arrest of your leader. You people have started dragging. And then finally, you will drag for the money. Just less than how many hours? This is a sign for you to suspect yourself. The lawyer, what is the name of this lawyer again? IPOB lawyer. All of a sudden, he became famous and popular, celebrity. He turned social media to his courtroom. It does that not call for suspicion? Barrister Jofo, does it not call for suspicion? Every day is on social media. When at least they having time to do the real consultation that need to be done. Fine boy barrister. You people feeding on the blood of our people. We will know if God is just. We will know if indeed God is sincere. It does it not call for suspicion? Yes, I've discussed with him every minute. You're on social media. Is that how this country is going to be? Is that how you can get justice for your client? But like I said, there are much. We will be giving you update on daily basis. Now the Kanu can begin to negotiate with the destiny of the next generation. And then he begin to collect his own amnesty. And those of you who have died and who is still going to die, you will die for nothing. After all, he have saluted you. Does it not call for suspicion? Now what you do, those of you who are supposed to be religious, you come on Facebook, hey, we pray for Nnamdi Kanu, we are praying for Nnamdi Kanu, oh Lord, oh Arabas Kentoro Bobo, Masekeli Ababa, Elohua, Elohua, oh Lolo, ya. You are disgracing yourself on Facebook. God will not do for man what man should do for themselves. It is unfortunate that most religious leaders has been able to reduce your brain to analog machine. In a time where you are supposed to be paroling with software. And so you keep repeating the same mistake. You keep repeating the same cycle. And then you cannot be able to know the truth. Of course, each of them have their advantage. But let day be day and let night be night. The point I'm trying to make tonight is simple. Why all this conspiracy against Nnamdi Kanu? By his supposedly group of indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. Why? We have warned him earlier before now. Many of the pioneers who know Nnamdi Kanu is surrounded by people who want him dead. But he's not listening. He decided to do or to the path of foolishness and propaganda, even against his own people. But I'm trying to tell you that Nnamdi Kanu does not deserve it, considering how many people he has led to their death, set up into the hand of Nigerian security. but rather I am calling for genuine Biafrans and the next generation to open their eyes in order to know the truth. I could have called for his death, but I will not do that. I will not support that. But in as much as I will not support that, his atrocity will not be covered. Just look at all of them. Where are the IPOB we used to know? Where are those real men? None of the KANU have betrayed all of them. When I see people say, hey, let's protest, have you asked of Akowara? Have you asked of John Chukuma? Have you asked of numerous, countless Biafrans? He betrayed. One morning, I received 3 calls from different locations within and outside Africa. And they told me the same thing. There were 4 people who gave me that information. And 4 of them never knew or that told me. They said, one of them said, my brother, I don't know what you did to Nnamdi Kanu, but you have to be careful. He said he would have killed you. It's just that you are not Igbo man. And he don't know how your people will take it. So just be very careful. And then few hours later, another called me. He said, I don't know what happened, but 27 of us have been assigned to rubbish you. And one of them is in Biafra land here. He called me last and said, Nnamdi Kanu said we should rubbish you until you cannot open your front door and come out. He said, but what shocks me is that you did not do anything. To the best of my knowledge, you have not done anything. I don't know why he's saying that. I smiled. And then maybe some hour later, Nnamdi Kanu was calling my line. It's not connecting. And so he dropped an audio. Yeah, Onyibe, I'm very proud of you. You know, I'm very proud of you. And all those things I told his brother. When I mean his brother, I mean Mazimefo. And I sent the audio to him. Mazimefo never responded. But then I feel he smiled. Oh God. How many people has Nnamdi Kanu betrayed? But even at that, those of you surrounded yourself. Benjamin Madubugu, Bright Chime is here. You people betray your brother. We are following up all of you. The real demons are even hiding. They don't talk. They don't come on Radio Biafra. It is zombie like you they sent. It's unfortunate. In conclusion to this broadcast, genuine Biafrans who truly mean well for Nnamdi Kanu need to begin to ask the DOS question. Those close to Nnamdi Kanu, begin to ask them question. And of course, our satellite is beamed on an issue of Nnamdi Kanu. Let us see where the negotiation will take place, so we can turn the table for them. The politics has been mystified already. Like I always say, I advise our people, the people of Biafra here in Biafra land, do not be careless with your life by embarking on any protest for Nnamdi Kanu, as those in the leadership of IPOB are actually the people behind his arrest, but pretending to be fighting for his release. They've not started already. They are pretending. But like I always tell you, do not be careless with your life. Don't let them to mislead you. Don't let them to deceive you. Don't let them to lead you to your death. Because there is serious trouble. There is serious danger looming all around. Watch them closely. Chika Idoshem, Tony Zurumike, Nenayanya, All these people, they know what they have done to Nnamdi Kanu. Nigerians at this moment must understand that yes, it is true, Nnamdi Kanu have betrayed all of us. Must as well understand that under our watch, they will not be allowed to sell on Nnamdi Kanu. Not even one of our own. None of you will have that privilege. But at the same time, we keep following the trend. We are freedom fighters. We are freedom fighters. We are fighting for the emancipation of the Biafran people. There is no better way to explain this than to make our people understand that this journey that we have begun already, there is no shadow of turning back. We are not going everywhere until finally that truth that brought us here eventually lead us home. And of course, at this moment, our lines are open and you are encouraged to call and make your own contribution. If you are in Port Harcourt, River State, from my one to Obibu, to Igirita, around Eleme, with every degree of certainty, you can get Biafran Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station on FM. Our FM relay station is running. Effort has still been made to make sure we install it everywhere in Biafra land, every community, tuning to 100.5 Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station. Of course, in Anambra, within the axis of Obaru or nature, Mpo territory and its environment, you can still get Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station on FM. Look for means to join the nearest family. Look for Biafra Nation family closer to you and join. Be part of one pro-Biafran group. Be part of this move. Because forget about the division you see today. Unification is out there already. This is time when real men are inside doing the needful. We are embarking on empowerment agenda already. And I have told you, if you are youth, if there is something you can offer, if you need something that we have, we encourage you to work forward. This is the time to build human capacity. Send us your information. Contact us on this studio or WhatsApp line. You can talk to Mazi Onwoka and other people on this platform. Our medias are doing well. Follow them up and you will be guided. The WhatsApp line to call in is 070815 456 42. 070815 456 42. Our WhatsApp line 070815 456 42. And of course, our direct line is 081221 52971. 081221 52971. That is our direct line. Of course, you are free to call in and make your contribution. If you are not able to access our studio line and you have access to my personal media platform, you are also encouraged to call on that platform. Back in a minute.
masters who has laid down their life for the sake of Biafra. I pray that the good Yahweh in his infinite mercy bring them into the heavenly glory. For our brothers NNAMDI KANU and who has given us the courage and cause to fight for Biafra, and those who have made us to know what we've known. I humbly pray to Chukwu Abiyama to guide, direct and protect them on this journey for freedom, and that the fortunes and happiness of Biafra be restored to the glorious name of Chukwu Abiyama. And for those who are suffering and struggling for our sake and for the sake of Biafra, I pray that the good year will give them strength and encouragement to fight and get what we want. In the name of Chukwu Abiyama. Say.
The more we fight together, the more we fight together, and stronger we shall be. The more we fight together, the more we fight together, and stronger we shall be. Rising sun, rising sun. of religion, justice denied. Of my own very people, yeah. Justice denied, yeah. On the rising sun, yeah. Justice denied. Oh, my freedom fighter, yeah. What is so bad? My people wanna be liberated. What is so bad? My people wanna be independent. What is so bad? My people wanna be alone. This is the time we will make it known to the world. Hey, Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Biafra is the only hope of Africa.
Yes, of course. At this moment, I am joined by one of us, and that is the person of Ada Biafra. But then keep trying the line. For some reason, you may not be able to connect. And in about 5 minutes, I think it will be on. Ada Biafra, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Good evening, Biafrans all over the world. Good evening, Biafrans, Biafra Nation Alliance. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama, may Almighty God bless you. I'm blessed, Mazi Chimefo, for giving us this Biafra radio. This particular radio have helped us to be able to talk and tell the whole world what we are here for. We are here for self-determination. We are not here for war. We are not here to fight war. We are not here for any other thing. We are not here to send people to go and kill their own brothers. We are here for Biafra. And Biafra we will restore. I want to thank you for all this analysis. You see that these people now, instead of fighting to release their leader, whom they call their savior, whom they say is another Jesus of their own, that is their Jesus. Instead of fighting to save him, would they save him or save them? They are fighting for who will be the head. In fact, they have forgotten about him anyway, because they are fighting now for who will be the head of the indigenous people of NNAMDI KANU. Who will be the head? That is what they are fighting for. Instead of fighting to get their leader out, so that they will start seeking for whom to collect their money and eat, and who to kill and suck their blood. Anyway, I don't know what to tell them, but I just want to tell those who are still in Facebook and all social media, insulting and threatening people and telling them that they will come after them, they will kill them, they will do that, they will do this. That the time to kill is here. They should go to Abuja and do the war. Time to threat. All those threats you are rendering on us, on social media, on our place of work, on the place. If you saw us on the main road, you start calling us Sabon Tike. The big Sabo is there. They sold this man. You know that I warned him so seriously after he started calling Uche saboteur, that Uche sold radio, that Uche did this, that the person in charge of radio has sold Radio Biafra, all this and that. I want this man. I told him, I saw where your brother, your own brother, from your, that he want to give you poison so that you will die. Then I have not fully been aware that he knows everything that is happening. I thought he's his enemy. I thought the man don't know anything. I don't know that NNAMDI KANU knows everything that is happening. Then I was revealing to him what is coming after him. I told him, you know that in November 15th, 2020, that they do this poison that they spread to get somebody. And that poison was able to get at you and push you down. You fall down on the street of white man, because that street is not our street. He was in diaspora. And I told him, since charm can get at you, that means your hand is not clean. And I saw where your brother is trying to enlist with Nigeria to give you poison. I don't know. Pray for yourself. Then I was going to mountain to pray for him, not knowing that this man knows everything that is happening. This is happening on December. I was telling him everything. Oh, he replied to me and said, Ada Biafra, thank you. God will bless you. I said, okay, sir, but I just want you to be careful that even your own brother is liaising with Nigeria to give you poison. Yeah, try and be good. I don't even know. Just starting from January that I saw that this guy was the one that collected money hand from Nigerian government. The same Atiku Abubakar that you are calling Fulani. Then I told him, my dear, I answered him back. I said, my dear, I will never pray for you again, okay? You know everything that is happening. Why didn't you tell us the truth? All he can do is he ignored me. He didn't even reply the way he always replies. I say, Ada Biafra, God bless you. Keep praying for me. Chuko Kadama bless you. He doesn't say God bless you. He says, Chuko Kadama bless you. He didn't ask me. I told him again, you know what is happening. All he could do is to change from that number so that whatever I said in that number, he will not read it again. He didn't read it. I noticed that he doesn't read my message again. So I stopped talking to him. I started posting on Facebook all his bingos, all his indigenous people of NNAMDI KANU. They came there to insult me, to threatening me. Some came to my shop and said they will kill me. Some are calling me everywhere. They saw me, if you didn't take care, they will kill me. They will kill me. I said, if you kill me because I told you the truth, where will you go to? You that killed because somebody told you the truth. I said, this is the way you have been killing people that are telling the truth, and you are telling us to call those people saboteurs. But you guys are evil. You join this guy to do evil. And what happened is, all those people he sent to go and kill his own brothers for him, he killed all of them for themselves. He just trying to wipe everybody. If you use this one, use that one, finish killing and doing all the evil, you will tell Nigerian government to go and get the person, because they know where they will get the person. He knows where the person sleeps. He calls them on phone and tell them, remember, we take oath. They say on EPA that they are fighting now that he will not be a leader. He has given the Simon Ekpa to go ahead and become a leader because him the KANU did not take oath. Simon Ekpa did not take oath. So the people that did not take oath are the people that are leading the indigenous people of the KANU. What are they fighting for? You guys that take oath to restore Biafra, you better go back to the people that take oath. We take oath to restore Biafra. We did not take oath to restore the KANU. You better come back to us. We are here waiting for you. We have crossed the bridge and we are waiting for you to cross and come to us. We don't have any grudges against you because we know that you are not acting on your oath. It is lies upon lies that have been concocted for many years that have kept us in this darkness that you are. So we are waiting for you to come to light. If you finish fighting, Simon Ekpa will become your leader. If you like or you know like. Because the man did not take oath. Now the KANU did not take any oath. You that took oath to restore Biafra. Why don't you come to the people that took oath to restore Biafra and let us restore Biafra and go home so that everybody will go and rest? And you are there defending defenseless things that cannot be defended. I don't understand these people. Every day you still hear the same thing. Now that you know they're hot again. All those people, Akpateke, one of Biafra, okay for it. He did not take oath. Oh, Rabbi Charles, the bomb shooter for mouth bomb destroyer, iron melter for mouth. He did not take oath. All these people did not take oath. And you join them. Do you know if all your leaders, the ones you call your leaders, take oath? All these people we are seeing that are doing this evil, they did not take oath to stop dying for them. Come and join the two people and restore Biafra. They did not take any oath to restore Biafra. People that did not take oath, did he take oath? Did he take oath? Simon Ekpa, did he take oath? All of them are the same. And they are there killing yourself because of those men. Anyway, I have finished talking. I have told them more shocks are coming your way. You better now come out and let all these people that you call that Shawo Sabo, all these mothers and your fathers that you sorted, start now to apologize to them so that your life will be long. Now that I notice all these things that God promised that if you curse your father and your mother, that your days will be shortened. All that you have cursing your mother and your father, all your days have been shortened now. Come out and apologize to your mother and your fathers, the elders that you insulted, so that your days will be long and you will live long in the land that them have given unto you. Don't you see that all these curses that you have caused your father, your mother, your days have been shortened and all of you are dying for nothing? Come out and stop dying for nothing. Thank you, Dr. Onyibe. May Chukwu Kadama bless you.
Thank you.
May Chukwu Kadama bless our able daddy in the Lord, Dr. Okado and Majo Bidobrin.
Thank you very
May
much.
Chukwu Kadama keep strengthening them. They are old, but God will give them more strength in their bones so that they will keep talking to us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And of course, our lines are actively opened at this very moment because I was having some issue with the connection. But it's fine now. You can call on the WhatsApp or the direct line, like I said. The people of Biafra, the people of Biafra, must put their eyes very close to the indigenous people of NNAMDI. Open your eye and monitor the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. Most especially the gang of gangster called DOS, led by Chike Doziem. They know what is going on about Nnamdi Kanu. For record purposes, the issue is deep, wide, and like I said, forensic investigation is ongoing. No negotiation. There is nothing like negotiation. Nothing like a kill and divide. We will make you people understand that we know the truth already, and there is nothing anybody can do about the truth. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from? I didn't get you. I say your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Martin. I'm calling from Qatar.
Go ahead, please. You are welcome to the program.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing today?
God is faithful, as you can see. I'm very fine. Thank you.
Thank God for that. I want to commend you for the good work you have been doing for the great Biafrans. Say may the good Lord continue to bless you, sir. So, I have a contribution to make.
Go ahead. The world is listening.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, my contribution is I want to ask, is just a kind of question. Are we fighting? Are we fighting each other, or are we trying to get Biafra?
My brother, both of them are involved. Both of them is we are doing both of them. We are fighting ourselves and we are fighting to get Biafra. Both of them.
But I don't think fighting. I think unity. I think unity will help us get this Biafra.
But you cannot. No, you cannot truly appreciate peace except there was once a war. Both of them are involved. There was war in heaven. Did you not read about it? Why did God allow Satan to bring war? It's necessary. Nnamdi Kanu showed us all these things. He started by fighting his leader, his supremacy, Chief Raphael Wazurike. For over a decade, he castigated Chief Raphael Wazurike, character assassinated him until Raphael Wazurike is not off to a piece of paper again, before the eyes of the people. That was war. That was fighting. Then it didn't occur to you to ask this question. Now we are going to do the same thing to him until nobody will know the truth again. So when they see the truth, they will appreciate it. My brother is part of all the process. Were you listening to Radio Biafra when they were calling me criminal, transmitter money stealer, sleeping with people's wife? Were you actually listening to Radio Biafra then?
I was listening to you actually. I didn't buy to.
You should have called them. You should have called them to ask them why are they doing that? Do they have the monopoly?
I'm not a member of IPOB. I don't really know that.
Okay.
I'm not a member of
that
IPOB.
Is good to know.
So I'm not a member of IPOB. When NNAMDI is broadcasting, there was a time I called him. I told him all these castigations and fighting each other, I don't think it will help us get Biafra. You see how we do. Nobody is fighting each other. Everybody is united.
Because those people, Oduduwa has been able to successfully institutionalize their place. When you talk about monarchs, somebody speaks for them. When you talk about academians, they have representative. When you talk of finance or economic management for their region, they have these people. But in our own, Nnamdi Kanu is a bank accountant. Nnamdi Kanu is our lawyer. Nnamdi Kanu is our doctor. Nnamdi Kanu is our native doctor. He's our religious leader. Kerosene. These are the problem and menace we must correct. He can't be everything.
That is true.
And so you now see why it is necessary. The only way we can talk to him is what we are doing. So it's part of that fight. It's part of that move to emancipate our people.
Let for me, I will suggest that everybody should just be doing his own.
No,
so that the world can.
Too much cook spoil the dish. Too much cook spoil the dish. When there are too much people cooking one pot of soup, they will create hazardic poisons. Not soup. We are fighting for one country. We are fighting for one country, not plenty country.
That is the more reason we have all of us have to unite together. If anything happens to NNAMDI KANU in Nigeria, it will affect every human.
My brother, you are correct in what you are saying. Only that you have not been able to develop that mindset to view the boat ocean. My broadcast is to make the indigenous people of NNAMDI KANU to understand that we cannot watch and let them sell NNAMDI KANU. But at the same time, we clearly distance ourselves from his shenanigans. Am I not fair enough? And then secondly, he has been doing things that are uncalled for and unacceptable. We have tried to talk to him inside for over 4 years. He refused to listen to us. And now we have to improvise, change our strategy. Maybe we were not doing it well. And now I can assure you, nobody is in the position to tell us how to feel, how to talk. Not even the Nigerian state, not even the world. So as we are disseminating this information, understand that NNAMDI KANU has put so many people in pain, in sorrow, in penury. NNAMDI KANU have destroyed so many lives. If I bring them on air now, I may endanger the personality of those individuals. So don't worry. Just be following what we are doing. NNAMDI KANU is a demon and cannot be pampered with anybody. He has not achieved anything except the things we gave him the support to do. Since we left him and become Saboteur, Iruanya and the rest, what has he achieved aside talent display and fashion parade? And then castigating people. Thank you very much, my brother, for joining me.
I have another question to ask. For how long?
That will go.
Can you hear me, sir?
Go ahead, please.
For how long do we keep all the world can give us this Biafra?
Yes.
For how long do we keep talking?
The point you ask, are you explaining? Are you explaining? Are you explaining to me, or you are asking me a question?
No, I'm asking.
No, make your question short and simple, and then I follow it up. For how long are we going to be talking? My brother, for as long as it will take us, as long as we get it right. Uwazurike started. All of a sudden, for God no reason why, NNAMDI KANU start fighting Uwazurike. And then everybody aboard the ship of Raphael Uwazurike and went to NNAMDI KANU. We have followed him till he sealed us and delivered us and documented us. And then he was the one that pushed us out of the ship. And we fall out of the ship. And now we have another boat. We are continuing with the same journey. And now you see, the problem is not the global community. Are you aware NNAMDI KANU never consulted any world body, any country, not even Trump, no senator, no maker anywhere around the world? Are you aware that no governor, even his own governor, is in support of what he's doing? Are you aware that outside few of us who are feeling the brunt of one Nigeria, he cannot have said to have consulted anybody, not even our fathers or his own? Are you aware of that? So my brother, until we get it right, we are doing the right thing. This is how it's supposed to be, my brother. If you call and ask question, I'll be enlightening you. This is exactly what we are supposed to do. And so the next leader will understand that you can't mess with the people. We say Nigerians are killing us. NNAMDI KANU has killed more of us. We say Nigerians are stealing our resources. And NNAMDI KANU is sitting on blood money. Let us be guided. We have exhausted every avenue because of NNAMDI KANU. And now those he think he can fool and bamboozle and use, eventually are now the people who will use him. Caller on WhatsApp, go ahead, please. Caller on WhatsApp, I will advise you to move away from your radio set.
Okay. Good evening, Mazi Onyibe.
Good evening from here, my brother. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I greet all the whole Biafra and greet even the last caller that called now, I want him to, I hope he's listening, So I want to correct him, I want to answer some of the questions because I think maybe he don't understand the reason, why we are here and why and what we are trying to do, Notwithstanding, I'm not talking to in this radio. I don't think that this radio has ever mentioned anybody's name which not do with them, which you have nothing in common with them before, And our people said anytime a small child is crying and put hands elsewhere, if his father is not there and his mother will be the mother will be there. So my own talk is that I don't want people to be saying you people do your own and leave other person to do their own. That language is wrong.
My brother, we are not fighting for two Biafra. We are fighting for one Biafra, and by every means necessary. I see we are not fighting loud and clear. We are not fighting for two Biafra, just one. And by every means necessary, we will deploy every strategy that is required. We know all this game. He pays people, they say, let's leave him. Are we selling our people? Are we selling our people? Biafran watchmen will not allow that to come. Not under our watch will anybody save the next generation. And the next generation, it is left for them to stand by and observe us. Let us redefine our territory. Go ahead, please.
Okay. So what I'm trying to discover from I don't know where it comes from, but anyway, I want to tell him that we are not fighting anybody, and I don't have seen any day with people on the road and the people from nation Biafra government. I don't think anybody. But if some people who was
Can you lower your radio set, or can you move away from your radio listening device? Move away from your listening device. I say move away from your listening device or lower it. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So, what I was saying is that we all here, that fighting for Biafra, we fighting. And why we always call on the KANU in this platform is that our people are being misled and our people are being told many lies, So, and all this lie, before we are going to get where we stand, all this lie must be resolved. People must understood that they are being lied enough, and people must understood that there is a way things supposed to work in a different way, not the way it was working with IPOP all these years. Really. So, and anybody coming here asking, feeling that we are dividing, we are making a war against NNAMDI KANU. No. If we are against the character of NNAMDI KANU or his rule, his methodology of taking law into his hand, actions into his hand, it doesn't mean that we are fighting against him. So I want this listener to know today, if NNAMDI KANU tomorrow can trace his feet, and begin to work according to the way we think and other think that is the right way to work with Biafra, we accept him. But that depends on us individuals. But likewise, like me as a person, I forgive him. I know he have done a lot of things that I am not in support of him. He have done because I don't want to live in a government where somebody will come and just do everything in that government. So, because I'm not having my hope NNAMDI KANU must give me Biafra. I don't have such a hope. So I have a hope that we all must work together and we achieve the Biafra. So, and these guys ask these questions. I want you to know that this Biafra we are talking of, we should not expect the Biafran Alliance Nation to give you this Biafra. But we have to be among the people that will give yourself this Biafra. Because every European people, they have slept over and waiting for the KANU to give them to pass this Biafra in their table. This is why NNAMDI KANU is arrested today. Because no one can talk to him and tell him, look, you should not do this, you should not do that, you should not do the other one. But anything that he do, even though he mess, they call him Machineke. He said he decide life and talk he's going to live, who is going to die. You call him Machineke. If Machineke is the one deciding who is going to live, who is going to die. I don't know the kind of Biafra that some people want to stay. But me, I want to stay in such a Biafra because the Biafra why I'm fighting against Nigerian government, even in my dream, is that because they are corrupt, because they are the people who do not respect the rights of a human. They are the people who don't care about their citizens. You see, this is why I'm against them. And I cannot be coming to a country again that I will face the same thing again. When they ask questions in IPOP, when they ask them to change something, they become idiot. They become their brain. They become that they are bookie, fuck your mother. Is that the kind of Biafra I want? People don't spend their time in the Facebook, in the social media to do good things. They just come there to come and tell you how you should do. So, and all these questions are there before. When this man was shouting, he was making the name of Wazirike and the name of all the old people, criminalizing their name and they assassinating their name every day. You come there and tell them Mwachineke. Now people that beside him that work with him many years are telling you the things that are supposed to change, the things that are supposed to work, and you are there telling them to do another thing. So my brother, conclusion is that we are not fighting against anybody. We are not the enemy of IPOP. If IPOP tomorrow will retrace their steps and become like a real movement, they are also welcome in our government forum. They are always welcome. So, Mazi Onyibe, keep on doing this good job. I know you're not shaking. We are going nowhere. We will say this truth until our people get to understand that we have nothing against anybody in Biafra land. Thank you very much, and God bless all the Biafran all over the world.
Thank you very much, my brother. Always on point. You see, they are being emotional. They are being sentimental, and somewhere along the line, some of them feel, okay, anyway, maybe we should have done it this way, or maybe we should have done it that way. But the truth cannot be overemphasized. Like you rightly said, of course, that is one of our administrators, Europe. The point is that our people must understand that when it comes to the issue of Biafra, it is simple. We all know what is obtainable. We all know what we are supposed to do. And we cannot for any reason begin to betray our people. NNAMDI KANU has destroyed so many things. And we pretend as if all is well. All is not well. All is not well. As you call in sincerely to say what you have to say, I will encourage you. Digest some of the things he said.
A cursed word. Go and ask yourself what we have achieved using the word Igbo before. I ask people a very simple question. I say name. I don't say name 2 things or 3 things. Tell me what you achieved under the banner of Igbo, IGBO. One thing. It is nothing. You have our men prostituting themselves in the north, behaving like fools, like imbeciles under Igbo. You see them with red cap all over the place. For 9 days, they're still quarreling over who is going to bring out the knife. What he said, some nonsense. Calling yourself an Igbo person is sometimes a curse on its own as well, because I have not seen anything they have accomplished. There are Igbo groups in the United States. They are running, and the reason why they're running is because they have Igbo to their name. Thank you very much for calling.
Ewo Igbo, IGBO. Hopefully, I made it very clear before that I'm not Igbo. I speak Igbo.
Yes, Nnamdi KANU was anointing us when he was yapping and talking that rubbish. And none of you bothered to call him and said, what you are doing is wrong. That is why I keep you people are responsible. What is he calling him? Wachineke. Hey, Onisani. Hey, Menka. You people are the one who has killed him already. You get the point. My brother on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Good evening, Mr. From here.
Yes, Choko Denwebon. Aloha. Go ahead, please.
No.
I home ma Chuku Huyeneka, no worry name ma.
Some of our people, Biafra, don't really know what they are saying or what they are talking. Let me greet my people first. Good day, Biafra, all over the world. My name is Achukwu Eric. I hail from Manama province. I live in Italy. May God bless Biafrans and continue to bless all Biafrans. Those who believe in truth and justice, may God continue to strengthen them. There is one thing people need to understand. If you are fighting for your freedom or believe on justice, for me, I believe on justice. I don't believe on all this atrocity of IPOB. I was in IPOB before. When somebody did something wrong and someone else came out to condemn that act, you are not fighting the person. You are just saying the truth. You are trying to let the person to understand that, brother, this thing you are doing is not right. You have to change.
My own, I am fighting him. I am fighting all the Yahoo. Forget about that English deception. We are fighting. We fight with words. We fight with muscle. We fight with principalities. We fight with power. Did the Bible not say we wrestle? Is there any difference between wrestling and fighting? It is just the mind of coordinating it. For God's sake, we are fighting here. We are fighting with Fulani, fighting with the Yoruba oligarchy, fighting with Ndiberibe in the name of Biafra. We are fighting, brother. Let's not deceive the next generation. Even the Bible encourages us to fight the good fight of faith. So why are we changing? I am fighting the good fight of Biafra. Go ahead, please, my brother.
To me, I'm not changing the grammar, because when somebody is a criminal and you come out to say
when we try to sound polite,
you are helping the person. You are helping the person to change.
Because sometimes when we want to be politically correct, we betray the people we are supposed to lead.
I'm not betraying anybody. To me, if somebody, what I'm doing, what I believe that when somebody is trying to intimidate or oppress people, I will cry out. That crying out, shouting, just to make sure that if the person has brain or the person has sense, the person has the opportunity to repent. And when the person refuses to repent, after crying out, that is where I can change you to fight. For this moment, you know what? I'm not fighting Nnamdi KANU. What I'm doing, I have to castigate him for him to repent and come back to his senses. He needs to come back to his senses. I always tell him if I'm contributing, I always tell people, Nnamdi KANU should come back home and apologize to our people. Let the spirit of Biafra forgive him. Nnamdi KANU will be set free. And let IPOB, they have to take this war serious. Let IPOB leadership go to Prophet Nwoko grave and beg that man. Because the day IPOB leadership order that man, order their members or their security to kill a Prophet Nwoko, that very day, that spirit of Prophet Nwoko begin to haunt Nnamdi Kanu on IPOB. They should go back and beg Prophet Nwoko the way they assassinated that prophet because the man speak out. They should ask for forgiveness so that the spirit of Prophet Nwoko will live in Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu knows the right thing to do, but because of greediness and selfishness, he refused to do it. A lot of Biafrans have given their life because of Nnamdi Kanu. And people will come here and say, stop castigating. They are not castigating Nnamdi Kanu. People are just saying the truth. This is the pure truth. Nnamdi Kanu is using our people for sacrifice. And we must stand for the justice of our people. Nobody is castigating anybody. Nobody is criticizing anybody. Because I am not in support for me to have
this one. They arrest him now. They need more blood for ritual sacrifices. And if it were to be before, our people will hit the street. They will get the enough blood they want in their secret court bank. And then when that is done, they go back again. Using the blood of our people to renew their secret society.
Evil power.
If I was the one who come out and tell them that they are using young girls, virgin, cut off their head, use them for spiritual fortification, supposedly, or DHC, people will say, see, lie. But thank God it is the people, indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu who are actually confessing now. Go ahead, please.
Our people need to get sense. Because you need freedom, or because you love somebody, you will love somebody, you will lose your sense. If you love Nnamdi Kanu, don't lose your brain. Sometimes you sit down, you reason, you think, this Nnamdi Kanu now, is he doing the right thing? You check the area the man is making a very big mistake, because people who are celebrating Nnamdi Kanu are the killer of Nnamdi Kanu, because when somebody is making a mistake and you are praising that person, you are because you need freedom, you don't want to challenge the person, you don't want to correct the person.
That is how they kill King Herod. Oh, his voice looked at the voice of God. Oh, this man is glorious. Who is like unto him? Onazo, Namba, until my God ate him up. The same thing. Nnamdi Kanu, the lion. Hey, voice look like God own. In fact, he said, mad people. On the expense of our, let me tell you, if you put your money in this thing, we put our blood. Oh. If you are listening to me as a Biafran, you think you have invested million. We know nothing about that million. But we put our blood. Who has given more for God's sake? And then one, what do I even call him? Sit upon the money, begin to jump everywhere, misbehaving, carrying women from one hotel to another. Yet is the one who accuses people of all this rubbish. Is that supposed to be my concern? No. I'm only telling you, if you are genuine Biafra and you mean well for Nnamdi Kanu, put her in his gangster called DOS, Chikeduzi and them. They have sold that guy out, or that guy is actually negotiating for amnesty. We are watching. Go ahead, please, my brother.
Thank you very much, sir. When you're talking about the amnesty issue, I told you the last time I called this radio, I said Nnamdi Kanu is looking for amnesty. But this Nnamdi Kanu journey is going to be difficult because they trap him. Nnamdi Kanu is too greedy. Set trap for him, then set trap with money for him, and he fall into the trap. We are talking about Tina Sanwo or Chike Dozel. What of a former? A former wants Nnamdi Kanu out long time ago. A former. If you listen to Ogaranya Obiaducha, maybe you have discussed with Ogaranya Obiaducha, you know that a former wants Nnamdi Kanu out long time ago. Those who are dragging position, who want to be a leader, Samuel Ekpa or they should remember that somebody like Ofoma is still there with them. And they are going to fight for that position. They will kill themselves. They don't want to use their brain. And to the person who has appointed Samuel Ekpa to handle Radio Biafra before you come out for the illegal journey he went into. Nnamdi Kanu is a stupid man because Samuel Ekpa is a baby in this struggle, and you want him to come and take over your position. Is it not greediness? You don't want the people who know your atrocity, the people who know about you, the people who know the secret of what you are doing to handle the position. Because if you know that when they handle the position, it's going to be difficult for you to recover it back. Nnamdi Kanu is playing with our people's brain. He tries to manipulate our people. And Biafrans need to wake up because people like us will not give him chance to do this evil. We will not allow him to practice this evil in Biafra land. I don't have much to say. May God continue to bless you and strengthen you. And may God bless people like Mazu Chemefo, our father Bido Bido and Dr. Kado, Chipakare, Okubo, our people, Biafra Nation Alliance all over the world. May God strengthen all of them and God continue to bless them. And we should continue. We should just focus. Nobody should give up. We must fight this injustice to the end until Biafra comes. I told Samuel Ekpa one-on-one. I told Samuel Ekpa, I say, this injustice, we must fight it. We must fight it. He called me devil. He said, you are a devil. They send you to me. He blocked me. People like Solomon Egbo block me. They don't want to talk to me because I'm giving the head. I don't have time for Facebook to comment on your post. I go direct to your inbox. I will attack inbox. I attack you one-on-one. I will send you voice record. So many of them, even Nnamdi Kanu in-law, Master Prophet, he blocked me because I'm giving the hit on their WhatsApp group, on their WhatsApp page. They will block me. I don't have time for them. But what I believe that a day will come, our people will get it right. Nnamdi Kanu will not say the next generation. Those who want to sell Nnamdi Kanu out, they should try their best for now because a time will come, some of them will face the justice. Even Samuel Ekpa, if Samuel Ekpa does not take time, Samuel Ekpa will go back to prison too. The same way I told you Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu will go to prison again. People think that I'm lying. Now Nnamdi Kanu is facing it. Samuel Ekpa will soon face it. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. Let me rest my case here.
Thank you, my brother. You are on point. The truth is that you don't have to ignore or overlook certain issues. We are people, for God's sake. The caller who was asking questions said the Yorubas don't do like this. That is exactly the point. The reason is why. Because they have successfully been able to institutionalize their region. You have no idea what they know. You have no idea. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, brother George Onyibe, good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yes, good evening, brothers and sisters, in this truth, in this struggle. I thank you all the truth who are conscious about the truth. Brother George Onyibe, please permit me this night to spend some time. It may not be too much, but I'm really bothered this night. I may sound contrary to anybody, or even you. I may sound, opposite. I'm not opposing to what anyone may believe. But I swear this night, I want to be honest. I want to speak my heart. Yes. I repeat, I may sound the way some of us or whoever the conversant may not like, but I swear that I must speak my heart. I'm so sad this night, somehow, by some of the questions I just heard. Someone asking, are we against blah blah blah? But I want to be raw. I want to be sincere. Totally, I am against KANU, whether he's my brother or my friend. my twin brother, my twin cousin, whatever. I am against KANU. Why? Because KANU's existence and leadership activities are threat to my life and the life of every other Igbo conscious individual. I repeat, I am against this person, KANU. I am against this person, KANU, because his existence, his activities in what he calls struggle, in quotes, is a threat to my life, is a threat to people's life, not only my life, to the life of people. How would you tell a man who is being haunted to support that thing that is haunting him? There are cases of people who were assassinated through proclamations of this man. What will you tell this family that lost a prophet? I can't remember the name. What will you tell that family? What will you tell the widow? To be happy with KANU? What will you tell the man whose private part was cut off? How will you tell that man? Nigerian government have not killed me for speaking against Nigeria. Nigerian government has never cut my private part or my whatever because I spoke against them. So let's not pretend. Don't accommodate evil. My grandma will always tell me that what does it mean? I can't nurse a bad child. I know this child is bad because I gave birth to him or her. I can't do that. That is the belief. His existence is a. You, George Onyibe, you are trying to claim him as your brother, or whatever, because you are alive now. Is it not? Because you escaped his plans. Is it not? I'm asking you, sir.
Of course, now. If he has succeeded in killing me after 5 times of poisoning, after 3 times of betraying me to the DSS, if they have succeeded, well, you are right. What will I be saying by now?
By now you would have rotten far. You have what you may remain. Sorry, on air. You know something. What would have been remaining would be some flesh, the maggots eating and all that under the 6 feet. What will you tell you? What will someone tell your wife? Do you like NNAMDI? Yes or no? He's my brother. He's fighting something for us. Haven't killed her husband. Haven't killed your uncle, your cousin, your relative. So the truth is obvious. We want to bring this man down for our safety. Period. I don't want to mince words. Anybody can mince words, but for me, I don't want to. I want to be raw here. We are cases of debt. I'm not concerned about KANU making money from my BOB. That's fair. That's okay. We can do with that. But the fact that it comes into debt, but the fact that people's lives are no longer safe, that's my problem. That's my biggest problem. When I say you are not doing well, go for him. Go and kill him. Get him. And that is what I don't like. That is what don't make me comfortable. I want a situation whereby I can express my feeling and nobody comes for me. That is all. If you are going to see a widow whose husband was, castrated, murdered just because I don't believe in you. Even if I told Nigerian government that this is where you are, does that demand does that call for death sentence? Even if I went to saboteur, call it whatever you call it, I went to tell Nigerian government, hey, see KANU, does that call for death penalty? Death penalty is the last punishment that an individual can deserve for a crime. So why would someone tell me to fan this person? He's a threat to me and to every other person. For that reason, he cannot exist. I mean, if he comes out of this case, freely tomorrow, which with all the evidence is not really visible, is not possible, I won't be happy. I won't be happy. There is justice in the Nigerian law. When you kill someone, you are likely to lose your own life too. That is justice. When people seek for justice, sometimes it's not for you to compensate them. Justice. That thing that is written in the law, that when you kill, you get killed. Give it to me. Apply it to my case. And you are telling me to be happy? When someone will go to the back, organize, go and kill this person. Why would killing this person be part of your plan? We all speak about Nigerian government. We all speak about governors, about leaders, about how many of them have made arrangements to take a life. How many of them? Openly, this is not on backyard. Openly, what will you tell that person? You came to air and ordered the killing of police officer. How will you tell that man, that police station in Aba, Obohe, that was burnt down and 5, I don't have a correct figure, but one policeman, let me say one, at least, was killed. What will you tell that man, that widow of this man? What will you tell the children of this man? Who are probably, of course, not probably, they are confirmed Igbo family. What will you tell that family? That through this person, what he's fighting for, you lost your innocent father, who is a police officer or army officer. What will you tell that person? I want to hear somebody who is that person calling you that why will you be against this? This person is getting it wrong. Unless that person has killed, then you can support your colleague. If you have not killed, if you have not executed someone without being a court, just like that, then you can support him. What will you tell that man that just because of enters, he ordered your people bomb police stations, and they went to Obohill in Aba and bomb police station, attempted that of area command and failed? What will you tell that family that has lost somebody? What will you tell that army man's wife that was killed according to the order? If you see any army man, kill him on uniform. If you see any police checkpoint, bomb them. Use bomb patrol. Even if Nigeria is treating us harsh, things are high, things are expensive, whatever, name it. But none of them has ever openly declared war, kill this person. He spoke against my government. Where would we start? Where do we start? You ordered, get Wike's head, get this person's head. Government might be doing some inhuman things, but it may be under the ground. You don't have evidence. But your own evidence is obvious that you are a threat to my life. Nah, if you are a threat to my life, one of us, one thing will happen. Yes, it's either you go or you. So you are a threat, not even to the Nigerian government or to the Fulani, to me, because you directly will order me. Because I cannot share my opinion again. I will not hide my opinion because I don't want to die. Then which government are we then practicing? That's tyranny. That's tyranny. So I want to be raw here. Maybe I'm speaking against the opinion of anybody here. In this platform is against KANU for the safety of our heads, because only God knows his next mission. Only God knows his next mission. If the entire North were like this against Shekau, the number of deaths that were recorded as a result of Boko Haram wouldn't have gotten to this. But they were accommodating him. Nobody spoke about it. Nobody spoke against Shekau. Oh, our brother is a Northerner, he's a Muslim. This is different from Igbo. When someone tell you, support your own, support your own. Why will I support my own? That I'm seeing the movement of this action that is detriment to my life, the essence, my number one human right. So let it be clear. I don't know how to share it. I wish I'm in charge of the Facebook account. Clear, openly. Unless you don't want to go real. If you don't like it, don't like it. But that is it. We talk about him every day so that people would know. And then, if he commits a crime that demands death sentence, what stops that? If I kill somebody and I'm found guilty, government should take my life. You kill someone by ordering, you stand the punishment. And simple as that. There is no two ways. We have discovered that this man is into killing. We are looking for Shekau today. Nigeria government. What would they do to him? It's death penalty. Saddam Hussein was cleared. Osama bin Laden was cleared. Why? Because his existence is against the life of people. So I get mad. I've been itching to call. I get crazy when I hear someone trying to paint Igbo like your own. Which my own? Even if you're my son and your action is against human life, you stand for it. If you kill, get the punishment, get the penalty, get the justice. That's what you deserve. When you look at the whole thing now, you can see that people are not supporting this young man because he got it wrong. If it was before, you see the protests and all that. People have realized that this man is at fault. So you have become a victim. You have become faulty now, unlike before. Because I think earlier before you have not made that statement on air. Key police. You said yourself. Who is carrying protest in Nigeria? Try it. So it's obvious. If I get a death penalty for a crime, a violent crime I committed, so be it. And that serves as a detriment against further occurrence. That is it. So he deserves, for me, if I'm a judge, with all this evidence, I have no other thing that to call it death penalty for killing, which is in the Constitution. That is not two ways. Even the Bible says the soul that sinners should die. Let me stop here, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Of course, the truth cannot be overemphasized. I've just pointed out to those who can still reasoning. Irrespective of the KANU atrocity, yet nobody in IPOP, indigenous people of KANU, have the right to sell him. Nigerian does not have the right to arrange him before a kangaroo court. The right thing must be done. And sometimes we follow it holistically. IPOP that are supposed to be fighting for the release of their master, their Lord, all of them are running. As they hot. Come and tell us as they hot. All of a sudden, most of you have lost your voice. As they hot, as they pepper, as Judge Onyibe exposed. Come and expose Nigeria. All of you have run already. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Biafra, Judge Onyibe. Good evening from here.
Good evening, brother. Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
My name is Mr. Mado Arozina. I'm calling you from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro.
You're welcome.
Before I commence my speech, I would like to apologize for calling you with a calling card. That is why you're showing a private number. But nevertheless,
It's
because
okay. It's okay.
it is more okay, because it is more cheaper for me when I call on calling card. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you. It's okay by me. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Once again, my name is Mr. Mado Awazina. Mr. Mado Awazina is from Omambala, from a town of Oketiti, Naba village precisely. Mr. George Diokpa Onyibe, I'm not happy with you now. I am the last long-time caller from the same name in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. On that very day I called you, it was high because somebody called from Turkey. And I have to caution that person. Don't call this platform to tell us who to talk about or who not to talk about. And they will promise me, if it is Uchemepo, you will say the truth. If it is Daddy Obidi, you will say the truth. That was your promise to me because I was sharing tears. My call this evening is against the caller from Italy who says NNAMDI KANU can repent. I want to ask him a question. Have you ever seen Satan got repented? Has he ever seen Satan got repented? He must be making some mistakes. You killed my people. You killed my mother. You killed our lady. And you are telling me if you repent, if you come back to the fold. I am not a party to that. I have an illustration to give. In 1988, my own biological father misbehaved by giving someone a quick notice and backdating that quick notice. As I was coming back from the crusade ground, they told me, the tenant said, your father has backdated our quick notice. I said, okay. Can I see? They gave me the quick notice. And I went to my dad. Papa, why did you do such evil, wickedness? Is it because you have the power? And I told him I will pray him to death. I give him 3 days, he will die. I'm going to the mountain. He went back to the tenant and said, why did you report that to my son? This one is not normal. If I do justice for my father, I will do justice to you, dear Onyibe, to myself, and to anybody. NNAMDI KANU has destroyed life, killed, Prophet Mokko dead, Madam Sosa beat to stupor, and the man in Italy is telling me that if he gets repented, we should forgive him. No. You deserve death by hanging. I have not changed my status or my stance. Abebe Aragi, Ethiopian president, was killed because he killed his people. Rafael Trujillo, Dominican Republic president, was killed because he killed his people. And now somebody is calling to tell George Onyibe to be lenient, not to talk about the atrocity, the wickedness. I don't care if they sell NNAMDI KANU out. If that will rapidly and fastly make his death come, so be it. You killed. Anybody supporting that devil is a demon. Of course, 419 will support him because they are making money off the people. Is that freedom fighting? Registered organization as Worldwide Limited? The truth is very glaring. Please, I'm watching at you, looking at you closely because of the promise you made to me that you will be transparent. You don't try, that you will be holy. and true justice in this matter called Biafra. If we know we cannot implement justice and democracy, equality before the law, then we should pack up and go mourn the people NNAMDI KANU has killed. So his own son is worthy to live in. The other people's son is not worthy to live in Omambala, in Ebonyi, in Abia, in Imo State. I will not use a curse word today. I'm calm. I just want to talk to you, God, every day that you made me a promise and Biafra that you shall be truthful. Even if it is future, you will tell him. I rest my case, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I love the sound of your name, and it says it all. Biafrans are listening.
Thank you.
They are observing us. They are monitoring us. Our line of priority is drawing the attention of the next generation to understand what is real. But for the issue of the content we discussed this evening, these are two phases.
Yeah.
Now the KANU is facing two cases. Imagine for making move to liberate the people of Biafra. The Nigerian does not have that jurisdiction. They put Biafrans on trial. But if it's for his activities of unknown gunmen and other criminal activities, he's on his own. But then on the other side, the real enemy of Biafra is hiding under our IPOB to set all of us up. And so I'm just calling those who still have reason to monitor that gangster they call DOS, Chika Iduziem, China Sanguru, Azaya Oba, or Former, Austin Abanyem, all those people hiding under that umbrella. My brother, there is more beneath that the eye can see. We are not opening up everything at once. It's a gradual process. Let them come out. Thank you very much.
No problem.
For your contribution. Yes.
Thank you.
You are kind. And of course, like Mazimefo will always say, we go nowhere. We continue to defend the overall interest of our people. And if anybody think you can bamboozle us, man, you come late. We came here prepared. You have no idea what we have been going through for 4 years. They talk rubbish, do rubbish, and then we go inside and cry, and then I will take this mic on that same radio Biafra, and then I will talk as if nothing is happening, because we've not lost faith or hope. And now we have come of age and we know what we are supposed to do. Is it now you can bend us to your will? You think you can bamboozle us now? When you let chokolo huamakanonya jiwi hanyo waike. Yagotako. We continue to point out today, just take time and look at the issue of NNAMDI KANU. When he gave you 160 days, all of them know the implication of those words. But I won't tell you. My brother on WhatsApp, are you still there? My brother on WhatsApp, are you still there? Okay, just hold on a minute. I think you are not yet connected, but just give me some minute. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
I don't hear you, sir.
Okay, go ahead. You are
I'm still there. Are you hearing me?
Loud, clear. Go ahead, please.
Say I am here. Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead, and the world is listening.
Okay. I can hear you clearly. I'm hearing you clear. I say I am hearing you. So, my brother, today topic, I am very, very happy. The topic is issue surrounding arrest of NNAMDI. So what is there? The issue surrounding NNAMDI is very simple. Biafran de facto customary government have made it clear on air that Nigeria should follow the normal due process. So if Nnamdi Kanu, anything he do, he has to face the law. So what is going on between Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra is very simple. Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting for Biafra. He have signed and delivered everything to himself. Only him know what he signed and said. So this problem he get it alone because even his DSS people, because I know they call those people DOS, they be DSS. Those who know they call DSS agent. Chika Mzurumike, waiting they call them form and the less them bamboos where they follow Nnamdi Kanu. They are not even know that Nnamdi Kanu was arrested because Nnamdi Kanu is not telling the truth. Hello. Because Nnamdi Kanu is not telling anybody the truth. So the issue is very, very simple. Let Nnamdi Kanu face his judgment. I supported the last call. To me, I know they pray for Nnamdi Kanu to come out to alive. My prayer is to judge him, to hang him. Because if Nnamdi Kanu, I never witness people will die for this unknown gunmen because this unknown gunmen started for my village. This unknown gunmen killing. It started for my village. My papa did not come outside for more than 1 month. So I know how many people were died there. I know how many houses were they burned down for my village because of Nnamdi Kanu. Those were Nnamdi Kanu deceived. And I know how many people were unknown government come kill for my place. Say them the saboteur. Say those people where they kill. Those our youth where army people come kill and they carry. They still unknown they still come our place, kill many people again, call them saboteur. So if Nnamdi Kanu bring disaster for my place, so I never pray for him to come out. He must die there. Nnamdi Kanu must die because those people, both those who can kill in the name of saboteur and those who is fighting, all of them were deceived by Nnamdi Kanu. Imagine people don't ask questions. Nnamdi Kanu, who tell you to be ready? We are mana ready. If you kill us, we are going to kill you. We are mana ready. Why you dey mana ready? Then any police you see for road is street meat and the bush meat. Now they catch you. You no kill any police. You no slap any police. They just carry you like a foul. Then you tell other people, now you are claiming some people where they do protest, some fools where they do protest for road, come they do protest. Our mazi, our leader, the only person we get for East, for Igbo land, he no do anything. Who told them that Nnamdi Kanu did not do anything? First of all, Nnamdi Kanu is not an Igbo man because he made it in his broadcast that the people are calling him Igbo, that he is not Igbo, which you play the voice here today. So why is the people are talking about a common criminal? Then they want to use him. They want to use him to distract what genuine people are doing. They want to use him to distract what genuine people are doing. So Nnamdi Kanu is a bygone case. Nnamdi Kanu is a bygone case. I give the brother from Brazil, I give 110% right. Why you go take because say your girlfriend is fine, then if you can't see peer where they put juju, say anybody will chop am, he go die. You can't tell the because say your girlfriend is fine, you go chop am. No, it no go happen. So we no go take because say Nnamdi Kanu know how to rant for radio, then we follow him anywhere they go. Anywhere they go, they follow him. If he talk nonsense, we follow him. If he talk good, we follow him. But Kanu never talk any good thing for life since he started the struggle. Since he started the struggle, we registered in Nnamdi Kanu as a masob for Agulejika, for Temple House. That is the place we registered in Nnamdi Kanu. We contributed the money for him that day. I contributed the money for him to go back east. Then because he's a guy man. He's a guy man. He just contribute small money for him. If he reach London now, his card, he do this one, he do this one. We see and say, oh, this is our brother way from London. He ginger everybody. We contributed money for him without knowing that he's a criminal. The first time Nnamdi Kanu step in Masob house, a Temple house, Agulejika, we contributed the money for him. Think that he's a human being. And since then, this is how Nnamdi Kanu begin the do. They do. We contributed the money for him, rent a house for him. The first house, when Nnamdi Kanu lived for London, I contributed the money for it. I paid the money for it. The first house, when Nnamdi Kanu lived for London, as Uche Mefo, I call Uche Mefo brokers, I said it there. The first house, when Nnamdi Kanu lived for London, I contributed the money for it. But Nnamdi Kanu, after begging, he become God. He begin to call other people poor, hungry freedom fighters. He say you are a freedom fighter. How can a poor man become a freedom fighter? Then he become God. For what? For people's sufferness, he become God there. My brother, Nnamdi Kanu no deserve anything forgiveness. He deserves death. Death is in Nnamdi Kanu penalty now. And anybody that is talking about forgiveness, forgive him of what? For where they go take start to the forgiven Nnamdi Kanu. Those he buried alive. Abambo, the out of Bong. Abambo and the Cosmos out of Bong. Nnamdi Kanu buried them alive. Burn them fire. Only God then survive it. There are those people, what did they call them, DSS, that went to somewhere, Nnamdi Kanu carried them. Till today, they never see those people. Which, what his name, review them. When he find them, the IPOB will contribute more than 300 and something thousand to look for them. Then, what the talk, can't give them information, say those people don't die, may they stop till they find them. Uncle Wednesday said it on air. I heard it clearly from Wednesday. So, is it Ojuku? Nnamdi Kanu mandatory his death. How many people will go count? Even you, George Onyibe, even Uche Mefo, Nnamdi Kanu give Uche Mefo 3 months. With a fake account, which Uche Mefo published it. Is it not 2 months ago? Am I talking lie? Uche Mefo published it. Nnamdi Kanu give him 3 months that he go die with a fake account. Uche Mefo published it. said that he know that it's in Nnamdi Kanu that he sent this message for him, but God will not let it. God of Biafra have risen to work. God of Ijo have risen to work because now they form de facto customary government. Because the issue Biafra never come is because of the gods of the land. The Igbo gods are angry that when you call Biafra, you try to silence him as an Igbo person, as an Igbo god. Then he refused to give us Biafra. The same thing with the same thing. But now that everybody have agreed to answer his name, so all the gods now have come together to rise up and give us what we want. So now they are angry about what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. This is the word of spirit, I'm telling you so. Word of spirit, I'm telling you so. So the gods now are angry. And they know that Uchemefo is the person with a Udogo way, because I know Udogo way, he work a lot. He work a lot to bring everybody together. Because in the name of IPOB, Udogo way is the first person who said, why are we calling this person Sabotua? He left Scandinavia to come to Igbo land and go direct to Wazirike. Why is people calling you Sabotua? Then after Wazirike talk to him finish, then he start calling Nnamdi. Let us reason, let us come together. You see it. So he work a lot. Now Uchemefo vow not to say the next generation. Then Nnamdi Kanu promised him 3 months. Is it not that 3 months now he will die? That 3 months now maybe will be on that 26 that he will die, because Nnamdi Kanu will die on 26. He will die. What is he living for? He lives to kill people. He lives to destroy career. Some people who are supposed to be learning work, they are not learning work again. They learn how to carry gun. Go and kill Fulani. Then some people will get criminal inside the heart. Join ESN to carry gun where they go take go thief. Is it not what Nnamdi Kanu brought to us? Then somebody will come on air here to tell us why are you talking about Nnamdi Kanu? Why we no go talk am? Nnamdi Kanu is a problem to Igbo land. So we have to talk about because we are here to talk about problem. Why are we never achieved Biafra? The reason is because we never come together. And who and the what make us no come together? Nnamdi Kanu make us no come together. So for that reason, we have to be talking about Nnamdi Kanu here. Fake name, his name never been Nnamdi for life. And their son name never be Kanu. But this guy is using everything about him fake. Everything about him. Even he brainwashed his useless father. His useless father forget his name when he's supposed to answer. Then father and son, who they give each other name. But Nnamdi Kanu give him father name. Kanu. And Papa begin the answer Kanu. Is it not an abomination? Why the man not go die? When his useless son give a name, is the answer. He leave name when his father call him. The king when he born, now give a name in order to be saved from Nigeria and for Nigeria to increase his allowance of chief for him. Nnamdi Kanu. Some people go call here Nnamdi Kanu. They know they ask, why Nnamdi Kanu? Is it his name? Somebody when they use fake name. Everything about him fake. Everything about Nnamdi Kanu fake.
Thank you very much.
My brother, thank you.
Thank you for
time don't your side now. Time don't pass well.
Yes,
so we go sleep today. Thank you.
Thank you very much
for allowing me.
Of course. This is our platform, and we go nowhere. And of course, I will see how I can take 1 or 2 calls more and then maybe we'll begin to wind down on the program. But the people of Biafra must watch out for the game that is going on. Nobody will sell the next generation under our watch. You must pay attention to the activities going on, for the day of reckoning is around the corner. Can you hear me, caller on WhatsApp?
Yes, I can hear you, dear
Of course,
Onyibe.
that is Odo Guinea, the saboteur, junior officer.
After this saboteur, there will be
There
no
will be no
saboteur
saboteur again. Go ahead, please.
A great evening from here, dear Onyibe. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone. Welcome you in this Hello edition. The great Lord, King, the Creator, Chi Uku Okike, continue to strengthen all of us in this race. I thank the federal government. I thank the Onyibe. I thank our brother, our brother in the Lord, Obidi Obienu, for a great job we are doing. Dr. Kado, the lovers of freedom, everyone that put in hand in the legs to make sure that we return back home, or to make sure that we restore our own land back, because we need to restore everything that have left us, everything they have took from us. We have to bring it back to the origination. I say, may Chukwu Kikabiama keep strengthening all of you. Well, you know, when you mentioned something concerning Ekperimana and the Kala, once in a certain time, I mentioned it in a Hello platform, that during the time we normally have a media meeting with these criminals, Chinas and and Ofoma, when they're bragging that if Nnamdi Kanu may mess up, they remove him on a way and put another person as a leader. It's not shocking me if I'm seeing something like they are fighting themselves concerning the position. I know it's going to happen because it has been planned, all these things. But for all of them that have wanted to set our new generation for mere paper, they cannot be able to do that. We are out here to make sure that we take what belongs to us. We are not here to look for to use our next generation to trade it with the money. We are here to make sure that we go back home. They mentioned such a thing. If Nnamdi Kanu, let me repeat it. I told them, I said, if Chinas and Woru and the former say that I'm lying, let them stand in a four-corner road, say, take oath, let God kill all of them. If what I say tonight is a lie, mention it in our meeting, in a media meeting. One person say in that meeting, that was a speech for one of us, but I am not gonna mention the name of the person. He said, "Nti na anu ihe alaha ha kesere." You know, they don't know what we have been seeing. They don't know the battle we have been battling. These people are not fighting or agitating for our freedom. And also, I want our people to go back to Onyame confession. You know, there's something that people are removing. They must not remove that last name. Onyame mentioned name. They must always listen and mention that name. Chinas Sanworu. Chinas Sanworu is a part of every evil that happening in our land. You know, sometimes people, they take order from Chinas Sanworu. The same atrocity Nnamdi Kanu committing, the same atrocity Chinas Sanworu also committed. They committed this crime together. All of them are together in this game. But now it's hiding. People must know it's part and parcel of this Eastern whatever, non-government, all of them. They are the one that are committing this crime. Now he's keeping quiet and they are fighting for position. Who will be in charge or who will not be in charge? Who is going to? That is not what we are doing. One person cannot give you freedom. Our people must understand this game. But we are watching. We are Biafran watchman. We are watching everything. And also those that say that let's join and Nnamdi Kanu is Igbo man. Let me tell you, Nnamdi Kanu is with his own mouth. He said, Igbo, you never achieve anything with Igbo. You are and he's thanking his own God. I don't know the God he's thanking. That is not Igbo man. But we are proudly Igbo. We are born son of the soil of Igbo land. We are people that come from Ali Igbo. We are proud of who we are. We thank God that he created us in Igbo land. But him say that he's not Igbo. He insulted all the Holy Igbo. But you come on a platform try to tell us he's our brother. He's not our brother. And he cannot be our brother. And the Ali would the son of the soul of Igbo don't take the blood of his own fellow blood brother. You don't kill your own. But then Nnamdi Kanu has committed all those things, including Chinas and Woro, including the people that are behind him or form, all of them. They have taken the innocent blood, saying that they are agitating for Biafra, saying that they are trying to restore their land. They must go back to the innocent people. Those families they lie against, tell them that their children is gone forever. Let them stop lying to them and telling or their family is still on training. There's nothing called training. They have gone to graves. They must have pleased the land if the land want to forgive them. But we, the human being, I don't see anything like we are going to meddle into that. They have commit a crime. They have caused a sacrilege in our land. They have they wanted to turn our land into a mocking thing. But we thank Ali Igbo that he did not allow it. Because if you remember, I said it, Nnamdi Kanu cannot do it. Because white men came and Ali Igbo, they could not be able to do it. Nnamdi Kanu cannot be able to destroy our land. But we are here to restore our land back. We are here to take what belongs to us. Onyibe, you are doing a great job to make sure that you unite our people. You bring everybody in this quest of our freedom. You say that we are doing all of them. Period. We are doing all of them. We are talking about Nnamdi Kanu. We are talking about our freedom. We are restoring everything. We are talking about anybody that will stand against our own.
That is the spirit. That is the spirit. Anyone name. I told Nnamdi Kanu and the gangster called US. I said, this thing you people are doing will come outside one day. First of all, I want to assure you people you are dancing naked in the marketplace. And the world are watching us. For your information, you will want to character assassinate me. Call me names. I say I will not deny anyone. I will answer all of them. But after me, you will not do it to another person. And I'm happy today. I'm leaving it out for them. It's unfortunate. Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue.
Thank you. Yes, that is what we are doing here. We are not here to pamper anything. We are here to make it open. The way we are the one that are whiter than whiter. We don't do it in a secret. We don't play the jumbo mumbo game. It doesn't matter who it may concern. It doesn't matter who it may concern. We come and open and expose that atrocity. Thank you, Onyibe, for doing great job you are doing.
God is
and I thank our Diopa Ucheme for providing this halo platform for everyone to have a freedom of expression that we are looking for. May Chi Uku Okike keep strengthening him for the good work. He said.
Thank you very much. And of course, we are not in a hurry. We will be looking at every issue concerning us as a people. It's just a matter of time. We will engage the international community, and that is when time is right. We will do everything necessary. And of course, this moment I am joined by Okum. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mazi Paul?
Mazi Onyibe, am I coming out
loud and clear, and the word is listening. You're welcome to the program this evening. Go ahead, please.
Mazi Onyibe, my name is Okum Paul Okoronkwo. I come from Bende, division of Umuahia province, and I live in London. By the grace of God, Chi Uhu Okike Abiyama, I serve Biafra Nation Alliance as administrator, London, southeast of England, and by the grace of God, again, I have been promoted to serve as the deputy administrator of UK National. My number is +44075 364 15024. That's if you are calling from outside of UK. I repeat it again, +44075 3641 5024. And those of you that are in London or in UK, you can call me on 075 3641 5024. My name is Okum Paul Okoronkwo. I reside in Dagenham. For those of you, those people, maybe if you have been released from the cage, you can come to Dagenham. I live in Dagenham, close to Asda, Argos. You come and meet me. If you come in peace, I will direct you on how to join this noble family. Our brain have been brainwashed. I was one of them. Every one of you listening know me. Mazi Paul Okoronkwo when I was in IPOB. But when I joined Biafra Nation Alliance, I changed it from Mazi Paul to Okum Paul. I don't want to identify myself with criminality. That is why I changed it to Okum. I'm from Alai. Alai is in Bende. If any of you know Abreba people or Hafia people, we answer Okum, not Mazi. So Mazi Onyibe, I have to thank you. I didn't even believe that you can work 7 days trying to educate our people. When you are in IPOB, you don't work on Saturday. But yesterday when I called you, you said you are going on air. I was surprised. If you can be sacrificing your time, your life to serve your people 7 days a week, who am I not to come on air to tell my people, please, enough is enough. Those of you who are in the bush, this is the time to come out from the bush. Those of you who have gone out of WhatsApp, this is the time to go back on work. Those of you who have thrown your phone away, this is the time to go and get back your phone. I can authoritatively tell Biafrans that Biafran Human Rights and Freedom Radio, powered by Biafran de facto customary government anchored by Mazi Chemofo, the man who have said that this struggle, he will not let it go into corruption, have made it possible at this time that people in River State and Anambra can be getting Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio on 100.5 FM. Those of you who have data, who can afford data, you can download from Play Store, Android, Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio. It's on Play Store. Mazi Onyibe, your preaching tonight have touched me. I listen to you every day, but tonight gospel touched me. I thank you for the work you are doing. Our youth have misplaced their priority. They have been brainwashed. I don't want us to blame them. Like you said, if we don't talk about NNAMDI KANU, what are we doing here on this platform? We are doing this. You are doing this. Mazi Obidienu have been saying this every day. Sometimes I feel his pain. He feel like crying. But I thank God our people are listening. They are getting their brain back. Mazi Onyibe, I don't know how to thank you for standing out tall to sacrifice your time and yourself to come on air every day to educate our people. If Mazi Chemofo and his gang of good men didn't provide this platform for Biafrans, had it been his only radio Biafra, is what Biafrans are listening. By now, maybe Obibo has gone, Olo has gone. We don't know which city again, which town again, NNAMDI KANU will sell our people to. We come on air and announce, my people are in Olo, in the bush, thereby telling Nigerians where he have kept our people to go and massacre them. And they will go and massacre them. He come back on radio and start shouting, they are killing us, they are killing us. Thank God, the last caller said it. But we are not going to be relentless. We keep on educating our people. If you're in the bush, please come out. There is no way in the bush. Come and join Biafra Nation Alliance. Thank God, Biafra de facto customary government have brought out a program to empower the youth, to empower the citizens. Come out, join this platform, Biafra Nation Alliance, so that you will know what is going on. I thank Alhaji Asari Dokobo. I thank Chief Frank Owazurike, Mazi Chemofo, you, Mazi Onyibe, the Secretary General of the de facto government, and our father, Obidienu, if you sit in your house, you will not be able to benefit from this program. Join Biafra de facto customary government, join MASOP, Join Biafra Nation Alliance. If you sit in your house, you will not know what is going on until you join this family that you will be directed. I am still your brother, Okompolo Okoronkwo. I reside in London. Wherever you are calling from this world, just add +44 075 364 5024. If you are calling from UK, call 075 3641 5024. Onyibe.
Thank
Only
you very much.
God. Okike will continue to bless you. You are not doing it for yourself or your wife or your family. What you are doing for Biafrans, only God will reward you. Thank you. This is all I have for tonight. Thank you, sir. Doing it for yourself or your wife or your family.
Thank you very much, my brother. We're just having some technical issue with the line, but still battling with it. Thank you, Mazi Paul Okum, for joining me this evening on this program. But of course, it's because of people like you that we are encouraged to stand our ground. Call on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Hilary Chukwu by name. I'm calling from Ebonyi State.
Ebonyi State. You are welcome. Jokwa. Abi Idi Kolo.
Thank you. No, I'm from Lanot.
Go ahead, please.
So, I have a question to ask you.
And of course, I hope it's not more than one, please.
No, it's not more than one, please.
Go ahead.
My own question is this, please. What is you people's contribution in the KANU's arrest?
Yes, it is not in our tradition to sell personality. You need to come inside the house and know what we are doing. We cannot behave like NNAMDI KANU and start telling Nigerians what we are doing. And I hope you understand that both friends, enemies alike are listening to what we are saying. So you should not expect me to come out and wash my dirty linen in the public. I hope I am right there.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And of course, that is how we should be. We don't sell personality. We don't pretend to be what we are not. We don't want people to approve us, endorse us. We just want to do the right thing. I understand how our people honestly feel about the whole thing. But to be sincere, you will be fine. You will truly get used to it all. I am joined by my daddy in the Lord. Can you hear me, Mazubide?
Yes, I can.
Good evening very much,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
From here.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes,
Good
before
afternoon,
I allow you to continue, I want to tell you something. When our people talk to you and say, you always tell us, I know you don't understand why they keep repeating it. Those words were part of the highest, greatest encouragement we have ever had. That word, Mazubide, he made us to stand before evil men without being afraid. He made us to understand that we should stand our ground irrespective of whose heart is God. And it cannot be faulted by anybody. It still remains relevant tomorrow. If if anybody is doing the right thing, anything he said we should do, we will do it. But when they begin to do the wrong thing, and then we make them see the other side of that interpretation. Thank you very much for your words of encouragement all these years. Thank you for standing your ground. You've taken much pain. You've seen, in fact, we feel what all of you are going through, and yet you stand. Thank you very much, son. You're welcome. Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Thank you, my brother. You brought tears to my eyes. You know? Brought tears to my eyes as you're saying this thing, because I'm thinking about the whole situation. I'm looking at the whole situation, and I don't know what to make of the whole thing. I thank you for what you're doing for us, and all Biafrans, I greet you from here. This is your brother Obidio Bieno, as usual, calling from Los Angeles. I am from Oba. Oba is, Onitsha province. My brother, when I look at the whole thing, I don't know what to make of it. And what has caused me to call this evening was as a result of Odogene's contribution. I never knew you're going to say this thing to me right now, because that's, honestly speaking, I was on a different level when you said this thing. And then he pushed me back down to memory lane. I don't know who did imagine and they cannot this nonsense. I don't know. But whatever it is, I hope he's still working with Nigerian government, because it may be up to tomorrow. Nobody knows what he's doing, and nobody knows. He's the only one that knows. So I don't know what they're going to do with him. I don't know what they're going to do with him. That's it. But the reason I called, has said. By the way, I appreciate all of you, my brother, all of you who come, all of you that has made contribution this evening. Head of Biafra Department Government, the father of New Biafra, we must continue to say that, because what you have done and this project cannot be undermined. And so many other people, our daughter, or rather our mother, Rita Niborgo, whom from day one when I came in to join, I've been hearing her voice talking about Biafra. And today she's still standing. Can you imagine? I said, I've been hearing him. I've been seeing all the videos. He's in disagreement even with his people with the issue of Biafra, because he always tells them that you cannot do it alone. He knows exactly what needs to be done. And so many other people. I didn't come to mention them, but only God in heaven knows all of you who are walking in truth and in humility and in honesty for this struggle. Mazim, if I can't not stop calling on you, because you're a role model. When I say that Mazim is a role model, people don't get it. But I know the reason. The patient dog who always eats the fattest bone. But I call because there's something Oduogen said this evening. He said something with respect to the video of Onyibe. He was directing people to listen to the end, where that guy was saying Chinasa. And then immediately he said that, I thought about another video. I know you remember this video that came out maybe few days after, when somebody who was carrying a rifle, he's not even trained. The way he was carrying a rifle, they had some people sat down, they have this young boy, they asked him to pull down his pants, and they were flogging him. They said they are going to waste the other man who was tied, who was sitting down there. Recall in that video again, the young boy If China such, okay, the same answer open up. Same evil that has played a heavy role because Nnamdi Kanu is just a mugu. It's a complete, to honestly to describe him, he's a human. He doesn't know his right and wrong. That's why a little money made him crazy because he's not seen money before. He became God, and I warned him. If you recall the video of the voice message I left him last, and I said, "Ezonya gonna move kwantinike jena afia na agba, ana akori ona agba, na na say na say do nike ona agba." E will idea na say nsi de kwa nike ezonya gonna ona agba. These people have carefully supported him to enter where he is today. I hope he's really arrested because nobody knows. I keep saying it. The Kenyan government can hold him for 8 days and nobody knows where he is. And then they pick up the phone and call Nigeria and say, "Come and pick up this, your foul here. We got him." And they come and pick him up. There's something when, like Chidera said, we are the watchmen are watching. There's no step they take because you know what? We swore allegiance to restore Biafra. And that's what we're doing. There's no two ways about it. The crowd does not matter because a lot of these people that are hopping up and down right now don't know what we are talking. Some of them in Europe and in America is coming out just like to support evil. They don't know what we are talking about. Because had it been that Nnamdi Kanu did what, remember Adamu and Kunle's interview? Adamu said that if his brother is chopping up somebody's leg, he's looking at him eating somebody's leg, that he's not going to go against him. How I would have wished that all this drama that he did was in the north, particularly somewhere in Sokoto. Then today we will not castigate him. But the unfortunate aspect of it is that he brought death to our people. From Enugu, he flew in. He had the opportunity to take Biafrans into the dragon, and then to Port Harcourt, hundreds of people were killed. He never got tired. Instead, he kept pumping to Olo. Come here. They were able to. Chinas and his cohort was able to make believe the airplane that was shot down. A former in Australia is not doing anything but criminality. Now fabricate all kinds of videos. Chike doesn't is just the glass ceiling that blocks you from telling them the kind of the right thing. With the now they can't even speak. Now they are all hiding. They are all hiding. And they're plating and even come on their usual memo is not being written. Now the IPOB is getting confusion and discussion as far as somebody is going to lead in. And I don't even want to call that guy because he's not part of the movement. And most of the time when people mention his name, it turns me off. I don't want to mention his name. It's not part of the movement, so it's not relevant. But for people who have sworn allegiance to restore Biafra, you need to understand this simple thing. I know some of you may be looking for relevance. That's why you are not looking back to thinking. Just like the previous caller, there's somebody that had called here. He says that whenever our people are in the forest in Okigwe, they can come to the radio and tell them that I'm in Okigwe forest. If they move to another forest, if they move to Ebony, he will come on the radio and tell You don't know what we're doing in Ebony. Amen in Ebony. So he was always, we are this young man, and these young men, we continue to decimate them in numbers. Unfortunately, all the culprits are hiding. I hope the Nigerian government, if they're truly arresting people who have hands in this, Chinas Samwori in Kuwait, maybe he has run away from Kuwait. He should be accountable. He should be part of this group that they brought in to come and start making believe of military. He was the one, Biafran. So I remember when the Kenya comes to the radio and say, IPOB is disciplined, and he wants every mother. And the mother sees the way IPOB parades themselves, they will not hesitate to allow their children to join. All of a sudden, we begin to have cultists, people that are cutting people's head, people that are castrating people. And I wonder if any mother should be proud to allow their child to participate in that kind of movement. For the ones that are still running around here in the United States and in Europe, particularly in the United States, you better restrain yourself, because the relevance you're trying to seek for is not important. You can't seek relevance with the lives of it. You can't do that. Chineke bụ onye isi anyị, Chukwu ka anyị na-akpọ. So, amamudi Chukwu unu na-akpọ ọrụ mmadụ iyi. Mahmoud, I don't know the kind of God these people worship. That they are cussing out everybody and they're praying for people to die. I don't know what kind of God is that. I don't know where this is going to take us. You need to refrain from your actions before it's too late for you. We warned you. It wasn't long. We warned them and the time. And what is happening today? Whatever plan he's applying or deploying to run away from this struggle, God in heaven, whom we swore with his name, will never allow shame to befall his children. Therefore, dear friends, I ask you to remain steadfast, remain truthful in all your dealings, and remain humble. God will see us through. He has seen our cry. He knows our situation. He will deliver us. Thank you, my brother, my reverend. I thank you so much for what you're doing for us. May God continue to keep, save, and preserve you until Biafra comes and beyond.
He said. And of course, that is the voice of Mazi Obi, and tonight this is where we are going to draw the curtain for this event segment. Our message are clear as crystal, and we expect everyone to do the right thing, most especially now that we are living in a crazy world. I will appreciate those of you who were able to call in to make your contribution. Apology to those of you I cannot take their call at this moment. As I sign off from here, I remain George Onyibe. We go nowhere. Remain focused. Be in the right position. Be in the right position. Be your brother's keeper. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Our message is clear. The mission is
Praise the Lord. People die.